Cavaliers try to close out the Raptors to Toronto up 3-2, and the Lakers will take on the Rockets up 3-2 in Houston. Tomorrow, the 76ers and Celtics will play Game 7 of their series. ESPN Shams Charania says Jason Tatum will be ready to go in the game for Boston despite an injury scare yesterday.
It's positive right now. Everyone in Boston is downplaying anything with Jason Tatum, that this was even an injury. Joe Mazzulla denied that it was an injury at all.
Right.
Jason Tatum said after the game that it was just stiffness that he felt in his leg.
The winner will play the Knicks in round 2 to the Stanley Cup playoffs, and 3 games on the schedule tonight on ESPN 2 at 7 Eastern. It is the Lightning visiting the Canadiens, Montreal up 3-2. Then 2 games on ESPN, 7:30 Eastern, the Sabres and Bruins from Boston with Buffalo up 3-2. And then the Golden Knights visit the Mammoth. Vegas trying to close out that series up 3-2. In baseball, 9th inning, Cubs lead the Diamondbacks of Wrigley 6-1. Chicago going for win number 20 on the season.
Hey, it's Evan Cohen coming up Monday with the second round of the NBA playoffs about to tip off. I'll tell you just how many teams left in the NBA playoffs that can actually win the title. It's Unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN 2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's ride!
And off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. It's AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
This is Shaq O'Neal, and I hate Matt.
Paul O'Neal.
They're chanting Paul O'Neal's name.
Mute. So. And Mr. Toby Tomplin. All right, we're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. Theriot in 1 hour. Saints, 4th round pick out of Auburn. Jeremiah Wright in 30 minutes. Kendall Rogers right around the bend. Let us begin as we do every single day.
It's time to pop the top on another edition of AFR with Bud Light. Drink easy.
You probably heard by now, but just in the off chance that you have not, LSU baseball against South Carolina postponed. So no game here Friday. They will, in fact, play a doubleheader Saturday. 1 o'clock, game 1, 6:30, game 2, a game 3 on Sunday as scheduled still. So Tigers and Gamecocks, no game tonight on Friday, doubleheader on Saturday. All the info for free over at LouisianaSports.net. You can get it there as you head into the baseball weekend. NFL draft is in the rearview mirror, but I think it's interesting in this next wave of roster building, how the teams go post-draft. Still looking at undrafted free agents. Some teams may sign veteran free agents or make trade deals. You go into free agency with a target of what you may like to accomplish, and you sign players, and then if you don't sign players, maybe you address that in the draft. If you still don't address it in the draft, you go on free agency. We've seen a good bit of that. Saints, defensive backfield, defensive end so far. But the Saints made a move on Friday that I think is potentially really significant. The Saints have signed defensive tackle Zxavian Harris out of Ole Miss. Now, if you're not familiar, I'm going to give you the bio and why this is significant, but every defensive tackle on the Saints roster every veteran defensive tackle has effectively been put on notice. First, they use a second-round pick on Christian Miller out of Georgia, and now they go add Zavian Harris as a UDFA. And this isn't your common garden variety UDFA. A lot of SEC fans probably are familiar with Zavian Harris. But if you're not, he is massive. This guy is 6'8", 330. That's what Ole Miss listed him as. His combine numbers are more like 6'7", 320. But still, you get the picture. A gigantic human being. Spent 4 years at Ole Miss, played in 52 games with 25 starts. Over those 4 seasons, 123 tackles, 17.5 TFLs, 5.5 sacks. This year alone, 2025, this season alone, from an interior defensive line spot, he had 58 tackles, 9 TFLs, and 3 sacks. He's a dude. ESPN rated him as the number 5 defensive tackle in the draft and the 63rd overall prospect. That means they had him as a late second-round pick. Okay? So why did he go undrafted? Glad you asked. So in 2023, he got arrested for DUI, evading police. He basically was drunk, speeding, and then he tried to run from cops. Dumb. In 2024, he had a domestic violence incident. And then he goes to the combine, participates, and then shortly after the combine, he has foot surgery, did not participate in his pro day. He was there with a boot on. So the guy on the field is undeniable. The guy off the field raised enough questions to where teams didn't draft him. Now, at the combine, Zxavian Harris talked about his time at Ole Miss.
It was a good process. I ain't gonna lie, I loved Ole Miss from the start. Before I even left high school, so going up there, staying up there, really put on for my city. So, and the coaches, every year we almost had different coaches. And last year, Kiffin left, but it's just something that happens in college football. But I enjoyed it.
Zavian Harris, also at the combine, made some waves because. This is relevant maybe to LSU fans, not necessarily the Saints fans, but he did take a shot at Lane Kiffin at the combine.
What's the outlook of the program under PG?
It's for sure going to blast off. I know it's going to be way better than what Kiffin had did to it, for sure.
He basically, the question was, how do you think the program will be under PG, Pete Golding? So it'll be way better, it'll blast, it'll be way better than it was under Kiffin. So some people take that as a slight. I don't really care. Guys on his way out at Ole Miss saying whatever, I genuinely don't care, especially through a Saints lens. What I do care about is what Pete Golding said. Because Pete Golding had media availability last week after this was actually, what was this? What day was this? It was this week on the 27th. It was Monday. So it was Monday after the draft. Zxavian Harris goes undrafted. Golding is meeting with reporters. Remember, this was his defensive coordinator. So Golding, although he's the head coach now, was the DC for Zxavian Harris during his time at Ole Miss. This is what Golding said this week after the draft. So Harris goes undrafted. This is what Golding said about his future.
No, I think Zay, I don't think it's how you start. I think it's how you finish. I think a lot of that could be looking at the body type and all those type of things and the projection and all those. But, Zay loves football. Zay's tough. He's competitive. He's got a really good skill set. So Zay's going to find the right spot. I think that's the benefit of free agency, of what scheme is it and what's the right fit. And there's some versatility up front because I think he's a very versatile player. And then continue to develop his body, all right, continue to get in better shape and all those things. But I think Big Zay has a very bright future. Hopefully he'll get in a room with a vet and see it done the right way on a day-to-day basis. And I think he's got an extremely bright future.
Okay. You heard him say skill set, right? Fit, and then getting in a room with a vet that could show him the way to do things the right way on a day-to-day basis. Well, the skill set and the fit is undeniable in New Orleans. Remember, Bo Davis is left LSU to go to the Saints to be the defensive line coach, and from his time at LSU and at Texas, we know what Bo Davis wants. Bo Davis wants big, giant, space-eating interior defensive lineman. Remember, he had Vernon Broughton at Texas. Then he goes to New Orleans. They draft Vernon Broughton, who's 6'4", 340. They bring in Devon Gottschall, big, giant, space-eating, zero-technique nose from New England. And now they go add Zxavian Harris, who's 6'8", 330. This is a prototype, right? There is a body type and skill set that Bo Davis wants from his interior defensive line. Zxavian Harris checks that box. I also think Devon Gottschall has been 10 years in the league, an exemplary pro. And honestly, when you think about his time at Plaquemine, where he's defensive end who tore his ACL, comes to LSU, puts on weight, moves to the inside, plays as a freshman, continues to develop, goes to the pros, gets drafted, Dolphins, Patriots, now New Orleans. He has been an exemplary pro. So all of that fits. But I also look at this from New Orleans' perspective, and you go, Gotcha and Shepard are in the final year of their contracts. You picked up a fifth-year option for Brzee for 2027, but you got Christian Boyd, Vernon Broughton coming off of injury. You just drafted Miller in the second round. You signed undrafted free agents. Xavier Suggs was a UDFA. You signed Silver, now Harris. So you've got bodies there, and you're looking to get younger in the future because after this year, Gotcha and Shepard are likely gone. And Brzee in 2027 will be in his fifth year, provided he plays in the fifth-year option. We'll see how this year goes for Brian Brzee, or maybe they extend him. I don't know. But Brzee's fifth-year option at $13.9 million for 2027 is about the only certainty. And so you've added Miller and now Harris as guys that could supplement that room on very affordable rookie deals. The New Orleans Saints are behaving like a competent organization. They've got to be okay with the person, right, who's been arrested a couple times and had off-the-field stuff. They got to be okay with the person. And if they are, the player is undeniable because you're talking about a guy here that should have been a second or third round pick in this draft. One of the top 5 to 10 interior defensive linemen in the entire draft goes undrafted. I mean, this is a major, major coup. And I'll rewind the clock when you look at Carl Granderson. It was similar with Granderson, a guy who had issues in college, domestic violence, ends up at Wyoming, if you recall. The Saints add him as a UDFA, and he's been a model citizen, great locker room guy, and a really productive player as a UDFA that the Saints added. This could be another one of those. It's just, do you trust your personnel evaluation? And if they do, and they're okay adding Harris, the person, the player is undeniable. So this is one that is not your common garden variety UDFA that's coming in just hoping to make the team. This is a super high ceiling guy that only went undrafted because of some of the off-the-field stuff. And if they figure that out, you struck gold with a UDFA here. So Zxavian Harris out of Ole Miss signs with the New Orleans Saints to fortify a defensive tackle group that has growing depth there. All right, it's After Further Review. Show Open Every Day is brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of the Saints, and the official beer of your Fighting Tigers of LSU. Heading out to the box this weekend for LSU-South Carolina. Make sure you drink easy with the great taste of Bud Light, the official beer of AFR, the official beer of the Tigers. I'll be down at Jazz Fest tomorrow. Make sure if you're down at Jazz Fest, if you're at LSU baseball, at Tiger Park to watch softball against Auburn, whatever it may be, make sure you got plenty of delicious ice-cold Bud Light. Maybe you're at your favorite crawfish boil. Drink easy with the great taste of Bud Light, the official beer of AFR, the official beer of your Fighting Tigers of LSU. Speaking of baseball, we missed Kendall Rogers yesterday. We'll preview the baseball weekend with Kendall Rogers when we come back. And Saints' fourth-round offensive line draft pick Jeremiah Wright in 17 minutes. Theriot next hour. Don't you move. It's AFR.
AFR.
A big hat tip to Chef Reed over at Tallulah inside of Renaissance Baton Rouge. Went over there yesterday. Chef Reed, just about in the last couple of weeks, has rolled out new menu items. If you have not been to Tallulah in a while, or maybe you've never been, what an awesome opportunity to get to Tallulah. Listen, I tell you all the time, this isn't a hotel restaurant. It's not a restaurant that just caters to their hotel guests. Their hotel guests certainly patronize the restaurant, but they have an amazing local business. I mean, there's a lot of times, I was actually talking to David yesterday, who's the GM. It's like a lot of times, our reservations just from locals are so robust on the weekends that our guests sometimes have trouble getting in to eat at Tallulah. Anyway, book a reservation for dinner, pop on in for that business lunch, especially right there in the medical district on Bluebonnet. Go see our friends at Tallulah inside of Renaissance Baton Rouge on Bluebonnet. It's Tallulah at the Renaissance.
Raising Cane's Texas Toast is a thick slice of bread, garlic butter spread, grilled to golden perfection, and made to order just for you. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Another roof gone too soon. Looks like neglect. There's no doubt about it. This is a case of poor installation. At Pelican Roofing, we don't guess. We investigate to find the real cause of your roof's problems. Call Pelican Roofing for your free roof investigation today. Case closed.
At At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
All right, baseball Tigers postponed doubleheader on Saturday with the Tigers and the Gamecocks. We missed Kendall Rogers yesterday, D1 Baseball at Kendall Rogers. Good enough to jump aboard with us here. Yo, man, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Yourself?
Doing okay, man. We appreciate you for making time as always. This was supposed to be Paul Maneri's return to Baton Rouge. This series certainly is not manifest the way that we thought it would. Neither team is really good. Do you see an edge somewhere for either team?
Yeah. I mean, let's be real here. Like, I think LSU's had a tough season, but I think they're better than South Carolina. So, yeah, I mean, I do think LSU overall has an edge over South Carolina. Particularly, I just have more faith in them at home from an offensive standpoint than I do South Carolina at all anywhere. So, I mean, there's no doubt the Gamecocks are playing better with Monty Lee. But, I mean, this is a series that, let's be honest, LSU should not only win it, but, I mean, if you're serious about at least attempting to make a run here at the end, you need to sweep it.
You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's a realistic thing, though, Kendall.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I mean, unless you disagree, at this point, it feels like 21 games into conference play, you are what you are.
You are. I mean, let's look at the math here. I mean, let's just say you even sweep it. You're still only at 9 wins. You go in the final 2 series of the year at Georgia against Florida. Let's say you get one at Georgia. I mean, maybe win the Florida series, be at 12, and then go into Hoover. You still have a lot of work to do, but at least give you a shot.
No. Well, right as of now, no Case in Evans. So Schmidt and Paz will move up. Sunday will be TBD. How do you think the LSU pitching staff fares against Carolina's lineup?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think South Carolina is really overwhelming. I think they're one of those lineups that is very opportunistic. If you give them chances, they'll take advantage of it. But, I mean, I think this is really interesting to see kind of how Paz pitches in this situation, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, we talked about it last week about LSU playing with house money a little bit at Mississippi State. And granted, they didn't close out games, but they put themselves at least halfway through games in position to win those games. So I think in the same way I talked about that, like, I want to see how Paz pitches. Like, hey, dude, there's no pressure. Like, you're a premium arm. You're in the weekend rotation in an SEC series. Like, let's see how you pitch this weekend. So I think he's the guy I kind of have circled. I'm really curious to see how he fares, in this situation.
Kendall, I'm curious to see if anybody can catch Georgia in the SEC. Georgia's at home against Missouri, and then they get LSU.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be really tough. But State at Texas this weekend is kind of the marquee matchup of the weekend. What do you see on paper there with State at Austin?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me with that series is, Mississippi State's offense was better last weekend. Does it translate on the road in what will more than likely be an unseasonably cool weather in Austin and on that turf with a north wind? And so I'm curious to see how the offense fares there. I do think Texas, for me at least, has the advantage overall on the mound. I mean, I don't think Ryan McPherson's returning from Mississippi State this weekend. So given that, I think Texas does have the edge on the mound. I do think Mississippi State has the edge on the offense. In this kind of series, especially with the weather being a little iffy, I kind of side with the home team here.
Look, you had another top 10 matchup in the league with Auburn at Texas A&M. And Auburn's Jekyll and Hyde season has continued. They're on the road in College Station. Kendall, I don't know, you tell me. I don't know what to make of this series. I don't really know what to make of Auburn this year at all, sitting there at 8th in the country when they keep having this yo-yo effect.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting when you look at Auburn. The thing about them that's really interesting is, for the most part, they've been pretty consistent on the mound. I mean, if you look at the pitching staff with Alex Petrovic and Andres Alvarez, Jake Marciano, those three guys, for the most part, have been pretty good. I think for me, the X factor in this series is, can Auburn score enough runs just to kind of stay with that A&M offense? Because it doesn't matter who you're pitching. Like, A&M's probably scoring 6 to 7 runs in that game. And so I'm very curious to see how their pitching does against A&M's offense. And, on the same token, Auburn offensively last weekend looked pretty solid. Ethan Bingaman, a young slugger for them, had a really big weekend, had a 3-home run game last week. Obviously, we know about, Chase Fralick and guys like that, but really curious to see if a guy like Bingaman, has another strong weekend. I kind of like A&M at home, just given how they're playing. And as you mentioned, given how Auburn can sometimes be a little up and down.
Kendall Rogers is with us, D1Baseball.com, D1Baseball.com. Get him at Kendall Rogers. There's actually 4 series this weekend that are ranked on ranked. The other 2 are Ole Miss at Arkansas and Florida at Oklahoma. Let's take a look at the Rebels at the Hogs. What's on the line there this weekend, Kendall?
I think for me, for Ole Miss, it's kind of staying in that top 16. I mean, as you look right now, you have to have Mississippi State ahead of them as of today. Mississippi State is 4-0 against them. So Ole Miss right now would be behind Mississippi State. That doesn't mean they're out of the top 16, but let's just say you lose a series, you're suddenly sitting at 12-12. That's not going to do it for a top 16. So I think for Ole Miss, it's just staying firmly in the top 16. I think for Arkansas, it's potentially getting back into the mix for a top 16. I think they've got a long road to go. The RPI is not where it needs to be, but, if they're 13-11 after the weekend, they'll have a shot. I still think Arkansas is very average this year, but so for those guys to even be in the discussion right now, is rather interesting to me.
And then what about Florida at Oklahoma?
Well, once again, kind of the story, right? Like what Florida shows up. The Friday against A&M, Aiden King's up there chest thumping and talking smack. Florida's playing with edge Saturday and Sunday. A&M kind of was the aggressor, and Florida kind of laid down a little bit. So, it's just a matter of, going on the road. Does Florida, kind of have that hard-nosed attitude? I think Oklahoma, as you guys saw in Baton Rouge, really interesting team. They're not overwhelming. They're flashy. But if you give them opportunities in terms of walks and things like that, they will make you pay for it. What does Florida do a lot of? They have some command issues outside of Aiden King. So command of that, from that Florida pitching staff is what I have my eye on. And, again, in Oklahoma is another team that I think is still in the mix for a host. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but, they're 11-10 in the league. They're 15, in our rankings, and they're right there as well.
Playing SEC schedule, man, 30 league games. It's going to put you in the mix if your head's above water. Anything else on the SEC slate this week, Kendall, that I'm missing that you think is worth keeping an eye on?
Yeah, I mean, even right now, I think I'm going to say Alabama just wrapped up a win over. Yeah, Alabama won just now 5-0.
It's finished.
So
Okay.
Vanderbilt guys.
What happened last night,
run.
man? With
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Finish your point. I'll come back to Corbin's decision last night. But go ahead, finish your point. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, now with that 5-0 win, I mean, Vanderbilt now is 10-12 in the league. The RPI is still in the mid-60s. I think they're done. They finish up with South Carolina. I think it's South Carolina, and they finish up with South Carolina and Missouri. Even if you sweep those two series, I don't care if you're, 16-12. You're not getting in with a 62 or a 58 rate. Connor Fennell kind of earned the right to work himself out of that jam. They had a lead. He's at 70 pitches. It's not like their bullpen is good. So, that was an extremely perplexing decision. And frankly, it was just kind of a microcosm of their season. I mean, if you go back and look at their resume as a whole, they didn't do a lot in non-conference. They didn't really do anything in non-conference. And frankly, they haven't really done anything in conference. So, it's going to be a rare year where, Vanderbilt and more than likely LSU will not be in the NCAA tournament, which is a little bit jarring.
Yeah, it would be an upset for either of them to make it at this point. Anything national?
I actually think I like LSU's chances right now better than I do Vanderbilt.
That's a mouthful, especially with LSU going to Georgia next week and then having to host Florida to wrap things up. But 9 games to go and then the SEC tournament. Anything nationally?
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of a slow weekend, actually, if I'm being honest with you. But, Pittsburgh and Florida State is interesting from the bubble standpoint. Pittsburgh swept Virginia last weekend to get back on the right side of the bubble. They're at FSU this weekend. FSU not playing great as of late. In terms of other series, again, it's a super light slate. Maybe Kansas State, West Virginia. Kansas State, again, one of those bubble out teams right now. They've got a chance to go on the road to West Virginia, win that series. West Virginia, fighting to at least stay in the hosting discussion. They're probably not going to get there, but they do finish up with, a couple of tough RPI teams. So if they won this series, they would have a chance to get back in there. But, honestly, the national slate is not the best.
Well, we're less than a month away from the start of postseason play, so it's almost upon us. Great time to be a college baseball fan. Kendall Rogers, D1Baseball.com, at Kendall Rogers. Give him a follow. Thanks, man. We appreciate you making it happen.
You got it, brother. Have a good weekend. Thank you.
You too, man. We'll see you. It's After Further Review, brought to you by Rouse's, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Rouse's.com, Rouse's.com. Still got hot boiled crawfish every single day at every single Rouse's location, and they boil them in-house. Every single Rouse's location has in-house boiling rooms, so they boil their crawfish hot, fresh, daily at all 76 Rouse's locations. So when you walk into Rouse's and you buy those boiled crawfish, they're not being brought in from somewhere else. They're not old. They were boiled that day in-house at Rouse's, the official supermarket of the Saints. Doing your grocery shopping this weekend, get to the website or the app or Facebook. Check out the weekly ad, show you all the specials they have. So you want to make sure that you take advantage of those, buying on a budget, or you want to just save. Who doesn't? Rouse's can help you do it. Rouse's.com, Rouse's.com. Rouse's. This feels like home. All right, Theriot in 30 minutes from right now. Riot Radio Hours return. Looking forward to that. Let me knock out a break. Friday show is brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. When we come back, Saints' 4th-round pick, offensive lineman out of Auburn, Jeremiah Wright, jumps aboard with us. Excited about that conversation. It's next on AFR.
AFR.
We're brought to you by River City's 1 Hour Air, where they're always on time or you don't pay a dime. 752-0001, 752-0001, 752-0001, or 1hourbr.com. Spell it out, O-N-E, 1hourbr.com. Or, always encourage you, man, jump on Google and go read those 5-star Google reviews. Keith Veltman sent this one about JJ, his technician. He said, JJ, as usual, was very professional and efficient in attending to the normal cleaning duties. He pointed out improvements that were needed for the trailer AC, and he put those into place. Great guy, great service, very satisfied. You can go read 5-star Google reviews all day long because at River City's 1 Hour Air, they've got more than double the amount of 5-star reviews of the next closest competitor because for 40 years, They've been treating people awesome, doing great work at a fair price. Look for the big yellow vans and trucks with a giant clock on the side, 752-0001.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
At Parrish, we're built for tough players and tough roofs.
Coach is tough on us about preparation, and Parrish brings that same championship mindset.
Do business with someone you know. Parrish Construction and Roofing.
ParrishBuilt.com. If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinela.com and tell them Matt sent you.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
All right, Saints fourth-round pick Jeremiah Wright set to join us in just a bit here. Theriot next hour. So with Jeremiah Wright coming up, we'll do around the SEC in the next segment. There is a really interesting story that's kind of percolating around college football and college athletics that is worth keeping an eye on. If you haven't seen it yet, the Big 12 has reportedly reached a 5-year private equity deal. And I've mentioned over and over and over again, we're moving into this era where schools, athletic departments, conferences are going to have to find creative ways to generate new revenue. And you're starting to see private equity become part of that conversation. We'll get to this in a little more detail coming up in the next segment. But excited to welcome aboard Saints fourth-round pick, offensive lineman out of Auburn, Jeremiah Wright, joins the show now. Jeremiah, we appreciate the time, man. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Man, I'm doing awesome. Thanks so much for jumping aboard with us and taking the time. You know, it was I was interested watching your post-draft Zoom conversation with the local media where you kind of got emotional, and I'm just curious why. What was that rooted in?
Yes, sir. So I just got emotional because, for one, it's a blessing. God just me with the talent and my size, and just being able to make it to the league to just get my name called on draft night. And it was very special, very big for my city, especially being from Selma, Alabama. Just having the opportunity to go to Auburn and play and just become, a great player. And now, with my dream, one of my dreams being accomplished, it's like, man, you taking that next step, and a lot of kids back at home look up to you, and they, you like a role model. So it's just an inspiration. Just keep going, never give up, keep the faith. Try to get hard, just, keep being you, keep working, doing the dirty work, the extra work, late night grinding when people don't see everything. Just keep working.
Man, we're playing the draft video there of you getting your name called. You mentioned being from Selma. I was looking at your bio. I didn't realize, man, you played baseball in high school as well as football?
Yes, sir.
What did you?
Yes, sir.
All right, you don't see many 6'5", 300-pound defensive, offensive linemen playing baseball, man. All right, what position did you play?
I played I did all positions except for pitcher, and I did pitch. I just didn't do hind catcher.
Wait, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd sort of typecast you as like the big power hitting first baseman. You did some of that? Oh, did we lose him?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Can you repeat that? Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, man, I kind of would have pegged you as like the big power hitting first baseman. You did some of that?
Oh, yes, sir. So they kind of like them love pitching to me because they already know I was a great hitter. And I think I only got struck out probably like 3 times, 3, 4 times, maybe three. But another time they probably will walk. They'll walk me.
Oh man, Jeremiah Wright's with us here. Hey, when the draft process can be interesting, man. You talk to a lot of different teams. So you were a Senior Bowl participant. Obviously pro day, all the sort of stuff. Did you have a lot of conversations with the Saints before the draft?
Yes, sir. I had a Thursday visit with them. Kind of had their staff when I was at Senior Bowl, so I got to meet a lot of those guys like Coach Jordan, and man, we just clicked from the first day out there. Just me being able to go out there and set the tone of practice, and seeing the energy that he brought, and me being able to match that energy and bring everybody else along and just get practice going. We kind of already clicked.
Yeah. You bounced around a little in your career from offense to defense back to offense. I think a lot of people maybe know that part of your story. Was there a point where maybe did you favor offense over defense? Like when that decision came that ultimately you were going to stick in that lane? How did that decision get made?
So for me, I did both ways in high school, so it kind of didn't really faze me, especially when I came in as a freshman. It's like I wanted to do anything to help my team win and get, a championship and just to get out there and be on the field. That was, everybody goes to come in and want to play as a freshman. So me, just being able to talk to Coach Gus and making that swap over the D-line to help the team, and kind of got to play in the second half of the season and went from there.
Ultimately, when you went back to the offensive side, you obviously became, we know, a 2-year starter there on the interior of that offensive line at Auburn. Why did you make the decision to go back? Did the coaches encourage you to do it or something you wanted to do?
I say a little bit of both. Yeah, just a little bit of both.
What do you think as you come into the NFL are things, as guys played a ton of football at the highest level in college, that you feel like you still need to work on?
And technique-wise, just definitely in pass protection. But overall, I just say just being able to come in there, maintain whatever goals or with body comp and everything that coach want me to be at, just getting that under control and, being where I need to be at that point.
Yeah, man.
And just go from there.
Have you been to New Orleans?
My first time was on my 30 visit.
Okay. What'd you think?
I kind of loved it. I kind of went like the 2 spots beside the facility, and it was lovely.
Do you remember where you went?
I went to some place where we had oysters at, so it wasn't too far from the facility.
You can find a lot of good food, man. Oysters or any kind of seafood if you want. Another guy, part of your draft class, Christian Miller from Georgia. I know Auburn and Georgia play every year. Did you ever get to square off against him in college in that Auburn-Georgia game?
Yes, sir.
What'd you think about him, man, about your new teammate?
Pretty good. He's a great player, man. Just ready to get to work with him.
Man, it's going to be – I know rookie minicamp is coming up next week, May 7th, right, next week. You'll be in New Orleans for rookie minicamp, and the journey begins, man. We're going to follow it, man. We're going to wish you luck. Thanks so much for taking a few minutes with us today. Congrats again.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep, it's our pleasure. That's Jeremiah Wright, Saints' fourth-round offensive line draft pick out of Auburn, a guy who you heard, look, he's a massive human, and a guy who bounced from offense to defense, back to offense, as we mentioned, and once he stuck on the offensive side, he became a 2-year starter on the interior. And I think there's a pretty obvious target here, which is, you sign David Edwards in free agency to be your starting left guard, and you sign him to a the most lucrative contract for a guard in this free agent class. And on the right side, you have Cesar Ruiz, who there's no reason to continue to belabor the point. We know Ruiz has his former first-round pick. He has struggled. He's been a starter for you, but I think it's fair to say he's a bottom-tier starter in the NFL. Still an NFL player, but a lower-tier starter. And this is a pick that points to New Orleans maybe spending a year grooming Jeremiah Wright to potentially take over for Cesar Ruiz in 2027 as the starting right guard. And if nothing else, what it gives you in 2026 is really quality depth on the interior. Because you had Dylan Radins a year ago. Will Clapp is obviously retired now. So some of the interior offensive linemen that you've counted on there, this adds another body, a talented guy, super athletic and a huge human who maybe isn't ready to start immediately, but projects as that potentially as early as 2027. So one worth keeping an eye on, man. That's a guy that feels like a low-risk pick in round 4, a higher floor type guy. Maybe not the boom potential of being, one of the best interior offensive linemen in the NFL, but who's to say? I mean, we saw the Saints take guys like Jari Evans in round 4 and Carl Nix in round 5, who became the 2 best interior offensive linemen in the NFL. So you got a guy from Auburn who's played an awful lot of football, over 50 collegiate games, super athletic, and gets effectively a redshirt year this season as a rotational piece and a depth piece who might very well be the heir apparent for Cesar Ruiz in 2027 at right guard. So we appreciate Jeremiah Wright for a couple of minutes. We're brought to you by Shawbills Tire and Auto Service, ShawBillsTire.com. You look outside right now, it is storming. I mean, rain all through the forecast today in Baton Rouge, part of the reason why baseball games tonight have been postponed. But you drive on wet streets, and there are a few times you will really appreciate having the best tires on the road than when you're driving on wet streets, because you realize when the best tires with that tread grip the road, keeps you safe, especially when you got your family in the car with you. Man, having the best tires on the road on your vehicle gives you tremendous peace of mind. And you want that, but you also want a great deal, and that's what Shawbills offers. Name brand tires at wholesale prices. So you can shop them online, year, make, model, body, style, price, narrow it all down. You can also search all the deals they have. There's a promotions tab on the website. It'll tell you all the deals they have for every tire. Their tires are a commodity. You can buy the same exact product at all these different places. You want a Michelin, a Bridgestone, a Firestone, a BF Goodrich, a Toyo, it's the same tire no matter where you go. So you want to go where you're going to get great service and the best price. That's always going to be Shawbills. ShawBillsTire.com, ShawBillsTire.com. Shawbills, we keep you rolling. All right, y'all, Theriot's here in 15 minutes from right now after SportsCenter. Let me knock out our final break of hour number 1. We'll come back. We'll go around the SEC. And I want to roll up my sleeves, dig a little deeper into the Big 12's private equity deal that is being reported today, and why I think that is a really significant decision for the Big 12 and maybe even more of an illustration of what's to come, maybe in the SEC and other places. We'll dive into that as we continue here. It's AFR.
After further review.
If you're a business owner, you always look at where you might be able to help your bottom line. You go through budgets and if you're diligent, you go through line items, and so often there are hidden costs that are things that you have just set on auto draft and you forget about. Well, your physical space can be more efficient, and Rev Fiber might be able to help. So we've talked about Rev now for a while. In Rev, we're talking about internet service provider, cable, phone, security, automation, all that sort of stuff, and an all-fiber network. So you're going to get a better product with local service and in many instances a better price. It is so worth, look, this for your home certainly, but for your business as well. What if they could save you hundreds or thousands a month on your internet, on your phone, security, all that stuff? It's worth checking into it. RevFiber.com.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabre Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabreChevrolet.com.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Every ounce of Raising Cane's lemonade has been hand-squeezed that day from fresh lemons before being served over our signature crushed ice. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Supreme Jasmine is premium.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
All right, wrapping up hour number one. A busy hour. Thanks to Kendall Rogers and Saints offensive lineman Jeremiah Wright for jumping aboard with us. Theriot's here in a dozen minutes from right now. I do want to talk about that Big 12 private equity deal, but let's do this first. Let's go around the SEC.
Around the SEC, bringing you the biggest news from the nation's best conference, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Georgia landed a commitment from 2027 tight end Jackson Dollar I need to get Sharif on that one. Jaxon, Jackson Dollar. Pick Georgia over Notre Dame, Miami, and others. The number 32 player in the country, number 2 tight end.
The Oklahoma Sooners.
Sooners land a commit from 2027 edge Samuel Nelson, the 21st member of OU's class. Had offers from Arkansas, Florida State, others. His older brother, Matthew Nelson, currently plays at OU, so the brothers will be on a team together. Nelson's the number 497 overall prospect in the country.
The Florida Gators.
Florida landed a commitment from former Jacksonville basketball player Jalen Jordan to play football. So Florida offered him a scholarship to play football as he was working out at the Gators Pro Day. He's now committed to the Gators. He'll suit up for Florida this fall. 6'6", 240, took reps at tight end during their pro day. He was granted the graduate year for next season.
The South Carolina Gamecocks.
Jay Beamer's landed a commitment from wide receiver DJ Huggins, number 473 nationally. He's out of Georgia. He's the 57th receiver in the country. Chose Carolina over Georgia, Bama, Arkansas, Clemson, Florida State, and others.
The Missouri Tigers.
Mizzou landed a commitment from Luke Ianchuk out of the state of Illinois. 6'5", 285. He's a 3-star. Auburn, Arkansas, some of the others in the mix for the interior offensive lineman.
The Arkansas Razorbacks.
And the 22nd ranked Hogs will be without one of their infield starters for the series opener against Ole Miss. Reese Robinette is out on the SEC availability report. Redshirt Jr. started 41 games this season, hitting 252, but he'll miss the opener. He started the midweek win against Northwestern State, the injury not disclosed. All right, there you have it. That is around the SEC. We are presented by Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, lmfj.com, lmfj.com for Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. 2 things to remind you about. A week from Sunday, Mother's Day. Graduation, like now. Take care of Mom. Thrill her with a gift in the red box from Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. Mom is taking care of us our whole lives. Take care of Mom on Mother's Day. Thrill her with a gift from Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. Shop the great Mother's Day selection online at lmfj.com. And, of course, for those graduates, maybe it's elegant pearls, a beautiful timepiece, writing utensil, so many awesome options for that graduate on your list at Lee Michaels. Shop them online or walk into any of their 9 locations: Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Lafayette, Shreveport, and online at lmfj.com, lmfj.com, lmfj.com for Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. The Associated Press is reporting that the Big 12 has approved a 5-year agreement with Redbird Capital Partners, so their first conference in a major college sport network, to strike a league-wide private equity deal. So Front Office Sports was the first to report the deal, and it's been ratified by the Big 12 presidents and chancellors. The intent here is to grow revenue, obviously, for the league, and it's going to provide the Big 12 a $12.5 million capital infusion to create more commercial revenue for the conference, and the 16 schools can access up to $30 million each that they can draw from on a line of credit to be paid back with a double-digit interest rate over time. Now, listen, I don't live, work, exist in the private equity world. The double-digit interest rate seems high. Maybe that's appropriate given the time and the need. But what this goes to tell you is that every single athletic department in the country, it's what we've talked about here for more than a year, for a long while. In the revenue share era, every single athletic department, few of which actually turn a profit, everybody added a $20 million line item, boom, immediately when the House settlement went in. So everyone has had to do 2 things: cut expenses, find new revenue. Well, it's really hard to cut $20 million of expenses in 1 year. It might be even more difficult to just find $20 million in new revenue. An easy way to do it is this. It's a long-term play, right? But but it's an opportunity for teams in the Big 12 not to fall so far behind the Big 10 and the SEC, whose revenue far outpaces the Big 12. The real question is, do we see other leagues or schools individually follow suit? That's going to be fascinating to watch. All right, SportsCenter's coming up. Get caught up on national headlines. Theriot's here next. It's AFR.
After further review.
Man, it is raining right now. Temperature's actually dropping a little, which stinks. It's 59 degrees. But you know as well as I do that the triple-digit temps are around the bend, and when that happens, energy bills go up. We all see an energy bill spike during the summer months. It's hot. Your AC has to work overtime. A great way to lower your energy bills is by installing energy-efficient replacement windows from Relief Windows. Windows, doors, siding, shutters, and shades. It's Relief Windows and reliefwindows.com. So when you install these energy-efficient replacement windows, remember, they measure twice, install once. Every window custom-made to the exact specification of your home so it fits perfectly, sealed properly, installed perfectly, so it cuts out those costly air leaks, and because they're energy-efficient windows, it's going to lower your energy bills. Save money, invest in your home. ReliefWindows.com.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Every Raising Cane's chicken finger is marinated, battered by hand, and cooked to order to perfection. We don't have heat lamps, because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Ed Benkin. We start with the NBA playoffs and 3 games on tonight's schedule. The top seeds in the East will try to stay alive as the Pistons. This is the Magic with Orlando up 3-2. Cavaliers are at the Raptors. Cleveland up in that one 3-2. And the Lakers visit the Rockets. LA was up 3-0. That series is now 3-2. ESPN's Mark Zeno shared his thoughts on if the Lakers are about to blow this series.
I'm feeling like yes at this point in time.
Yeah.
And to your point, that's the only way the Rockets can pull this off is to keep the Lakers under 100 points.
Tomorrow, Sixers Celtics Game 7 on ESPN Radio. To the NHL, and 3 games on the schedule tonight. Also 3-2 series. Coming up at 7 Eastern on ESPN2, the Lightning of the Canadiens, Montreal up 3-2. 7:30 Eastern on ESPN, the Sabres and Bruins from Boston. Buffalo up 3-2. That'll be followed on ESPN by the Golden Knights and the Mammoth from Salt Lake City. Vegas up 3-2. In baseball, 6th inning, Cubs lead the Diamondbacks 6-5. Also, the Brewers have placed pitcher Brandon Woodruff on the 15-day injured list.
Hey, it's Evan Cohen. Coming up Monday with the second round of the NBA playoffs about to tip off. I'll tell you just how many teams left in the NBA playoffs that can actually win the title. It's Unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
That's right.
Boy, yeah, they call him the Riot. Born and raised in the swamps, gonna fight like a tiger. He going beast mode, baby, he a beast though. What you think he supposed to do? You pitch a better reload. Get the point.
After further review, the Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by Alpha Customs. Alpha Customs, Prairieville and Lafayette, and online at alphacustoms.net.
How's your week going?
Week was good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, but good. I'm full of good ideas.
Here comes Theriot. The throw, not in time. Scudero delivers and the Giants lead 4-3 in the 10th.
The wave pool, although probably full of bacteria, flesh-eating parasites, and the occasional turd, provides endless hours of fun. It's not cool to have a 30A sticker on the back of your grocery go-getter. Big fan of the truck.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Hour 3 off. Nope. Hour 2 off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt. Hey, Will.
Hey, bud.
Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
You know. Got to do the clap. Get out there and make it a good one. Yeah, brah.
Yeah, right.
Did we do that, Theriot? Did you? Hey, Theriot, you shop it? We're glad you are as well making a good one. Yeah, brah.
Yeah, right.
Do you like a baseball rain out?
Love a good rain out. Yeah, I do.
What do you think the guys are doing right now? They were supposed to be at the yard getting ready for a game. Instead, doubleheader tomorrow.
Yeah,
What are you doing right now?
I mean, you got a few at the casino, probably. Maybe there's probably a group or two like pre-gaming right now. It's going to be an early night. I'm not going to say it's going to be a long night. But, yeah, 99 to 01. That's what's happening. We were at the boat. Probably at the boat. Yeah, you remember the boat?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. We were.
I went once. It's when you could smoke in there. Well, I guess you could still smoke at a casino, right?
I mean,
boy, the
if you don't, you're a nerd.
I mean,
who doesn't smoke in a casino?
I mean, remember the last time I went?
Literally nobody's in the cage right now getting ready for the game the next day. Like everybody's so fired up. Like rain out, let's go?
Dude,
What are we going to go do?
I remember one night going to the boat, and I can't remember why. So for those that don't know, there used to be a boat.
Probably.
No.
Oh.
There was, because I don't gamble. A sports bet. I don't play table game. You know this about me. I could live in a casino for every day for a year and never spend $1 gambling.
Got it.
I just don't care. It's just not, it's not my thing.
That's fine. Yeah.
Some people are magnetized to it. I'm not, don't care.
Some are addicted.
Yeah.
Not good. If you are, get help.
Call 844-STOP or whatever it is.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, whatever. But in Baton Rouge, there used to be a boat on the Mississippi River that was a casino because you couldn't have land-based casinos. So the way they got around it was like,
just put it on the
just
water.
had a boat docked right there on the river, and that was the casino. And then when LaBerge came along, if you notice, actually, the hotel is on land, but the casino, they actually built a little. If you go on the balcony by the casino, there's like this little concrete trench underneath it, and like that's how they justified it at the time that it was like it was not land based. It's like it's elevated and there was a little bit of water under it.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, the boat.
Louisiana.
The boat was great.
It was so crooked in this state. It is such a charade. Well, finally we're like, screw it, just have land based casinos. Don't call it gambling, call it gaming. We're like, who cares? Just what are we doing, man? Don't pull your slots and play your card games. Who cares? Have fun. Live your life.
Yeah, bro. I had Jonna convinced that the boat would leave. So, So me and brother-in-law were playing cards one night, and we were on a heater.
Yeah.
And, we stayed there all night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, baby, what do you want me to do? The boat left.
Like, we're not on land anymore.
We're
not docked. We're in the middle of the river.
Middle of the river. I'm Huck Finn out here.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to do? You want me to hop off and swim?
We're almost to Memphis.
Yeah. A couple years later, she found out. She's like, okay.
I can't believe you believe that.
She bought it.
Wow. How's your week going?
It's wonderful.
Yeah, good. I like that.
That is a great week.
I like that.
This was a big week.
Yeah.
Made a purchase that we'll talk about later. That I'm still enjoying today. Yeah, man, it's been a good week. Georgie's getting ready to graduate, so this is it, and this is her last week of school.
One, man.
And so won regionals track.
Not a babe.
Hanging banners over there at Parkview.
Not a babe.
So we got state next week. You should pull up. That's what the kids say. Pull up.
When you want to go, you pull up.
You should pull up.
Is state at LSU?
It is.
What day is it?
It's next week.
What day?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Next week.
Next week isn't a day. It's a week.
It's next week.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll
ask Gordy. He'll know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure all the Rush children will be competing in every.
They will be. By the way.
Even the 7th grader.
By the way, shout out to the real Rush sprinter in the family, by the way.
JJ?
Nah.
Oh. G?
Yeah.
Yeah. He does like Junior Olympics and stuff.
Coach, he ran in every event.
Yeah, he's awesome.
300 meter hurdles, killed it. 4x4, killed it.
Yeah. Oh, the Rush children are very much into the Olympic sports. Track field, and then JJ Rush, the youngest, won state in swimming won high school state champion as a 7th grader.
Everything to do with Ashley, nothing to do with Gordy.
I mean,
by the way, let me just get that out.
You know I love to bag on Gordy, but in 1986, Max Emfinger rated Gordy Rush higher than Barry Sanders.
Oh,
like, he actually, I mean.
Is that a real thing?
It's hilarious to think that he was a receiver or a DB at some point because he's basically just a rectangle walking around, right? But he's a really good athlete. And then Ashley, who's a stud.
Ashley's an unbelievable athlete.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
She's like isn't she in the LSU Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Like her jersey's retired. Former Ashley Lewis. I mean,
she was unbelievable.
So yeah, they've got really athletic children.
They do. And
great people too.
And apparently Gordy
Except
has
for Gordy.
some baseball cards that he may sell me.
Oh.
So we'll see about that.
So
But no, it's been a good week. I do have a letter I'd like to get to.
Okay,
I mean, we're just yapping.
Yeah,
but,
we are. Get to it.
Okay. Deer Kentucky Derby. I guess that's going to happen soon.
Yep.
Tomorrow. Word on the street is, yeah. So let me just put this out there. Horse racing is animal cruelty at its finest. Okay? Horses are native to our country. Matter of fact, they're native to the world. They were here before we were. Horses. Wild horses. That's a real thing. Mustangs. Okay? The good Lord created horses to eat grass, to run around, and to be merry. That's why God created horses.
I'm pretty sure the Europeans brought horses over here.
Now, there was horses here. There were some horses here. The conquistadors brought some, which I'm going to get to in a minute.
Okay.
But there were some that were native here. They did. They did. Horses were in a great spot. And then came along the conquistadors, and then they taught the horses how to be savages. And they used the horses along with metal weapons that the poor Native Americans had never seen before. And they slaughtered Native Americans, but what also they did. We're not talking about that. I'm not getting on that till Thanksgiving.
We've been there, done that.
Thanksgiving, we're going to talk about it again, though.
I'm sure we will.
We will.
I'm sure we will.
But they taught the horses to be bad animals. Killers, matter of fact. The horses before that were part of the Native American family.
Yeah.
They were basically pets. And they were awesome. And now they're abused.
They're like horse dogs.
The big dogs.
Big dogs.
But better because you could ride them.
You could ride a big dog.
But now
if you're a little person.
Horses are abused. They're forced to take steroids. It's not nice to do that. You don't force people to do that. They're trained to run super fast.
They're not people.
Which
you say you don't force people to do.
You don't
horses aren't people.
Yeah, you don't force anything to do something
okay, well,
against
just clarify,
their will
because they're not people. Well, let me ask you a question. What'd you have for lunch today?
Salad.
Yeah, what was on your salad?
Nothing. Oil and vinegar.
Yeah, chicken?
No.
Yeah. What'd you have for dinner last night?
Ramen.
Yeah, what was in your ramen?
Noodles.
Was there beef broth?
I don't know that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Most likely.
It wasn't horse broth. I promise you that.
Would you have
it wasn't horse broth.
The point is,
we're talking about horses, not cows.
You think that cow decided to be slaughtered by its own free will?
We're talking about horses, not cows.
No, you said nothing should be forced to do anything against its will.
Well, then you know what? I'm not eating cows anymore.
You going vegan?
That's it.
Well, then let me ask you a question. That plant is a living thing. It came from
I don't know.
seed.
The plant doesn't have a brain. Plant doesn't have a brain.
Doesn't matter if you have a brain.
Yeah, it does.
It's about exercising free will.
No, it matters if you have a brain.
And a conscience.
And I think horses have consciences.
They do not. Animals do not have a conscience.
I think they do. I'd like to think that I'm going to see Dixie when I get to heaven. I think so.
Sorry to tell you, animals are not in heaven. They do not have a soul.
Well,
animals are not in heaven.
I mean, I hope they are. I want to see Dixie again. She was my favorite.
I love Dixie too.
Back to the horses. Okay, so the Kentucky Derby is animal cruelty. I think we've already established that. If you enjoy the Kentucky Derby, you're a bad human being. You need to self-evaluate. So basically, you guys, I'm telling you this. The Kentucky Derby is nothing more than Halloween, like dress up for old people. Anybody that goes. It's like little kids dress up on Halloween to go trick-or-treat and ask for candy. Old people dress up that have a little money. They dress up and they go to the Kentucky Derby. The women put on the stupid hats and wear the stupid outfits. The men wear seersucker. I love seersucker. I love Haspel. Shout out. Nice work. But if it's not in your daily, if it's not in your rotation, monthly, maybe like seasonally rotation, but you go and wear it just for that.
Shout out to Will Swilly and
you're a nerd.
And Lori Aronson, who just before he came on air from Haspel, who just touched down at Churchill Downs.
Yeah, no, I love Haspel.
To go to the Kentucky Derby.
And by the way,
you can use the code Moscona20 and get 20% off.
They're the seersucker originator. They started it.
I asked Will that earlier today. I'm like, hey, that code you gave me so I can go shop. Like, do you want me to give that out on the air to people? Or is it just like for me to shop and have a discount code? He's like, no, you can give it out.
So
Moscona20 if you want to shop at Haspel.
So if you want, so if you want to look like an adult at Halloween, go to Haspel, Moscona20.
Shoot.
Get some seersucker.
Shirt I had on yesterday was Haspel
tomorrow.
and seersucker.
I know. As I'm saying that, and I have tons of Haspel and
seersucker.
seersucker.
I love it so much.
Shout out to Haspel. Nice job. I want to switch gears if I can. Can I do that? Real quick. I mean, we have time?
Yeah.
We have time. All right, I'm going to switch gears.
Show,
I now want to thank everyone in Baton Rouge. I don't, even if you like the Kentucky Derby, I still want to say thank you.
Why don't you do this do a hug next on Kick Rocks? Do a hug.
Because I got a lot of that. But yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, do that. Okay. Sincerely, Ryan? Sincerely, Ryan.
Sincerely, Ryan.
All right, it's after further review. Friday shows are brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. When I got a quick break, come back and do Kick Rocks, and he'll finish whatever the thing he was about to do. Stay here. It's AFR.
AFR.
GLO. GlowResources.com. GlowResources.com. If you stink at hiring like Theriot, then you need Glow Resources. You got to hire people and you just bad judge of character. You don't really know how to read a resume. You don't know what you're looking for, so you really struggle to hire people like Theriot.
Yep.
You need Glow Resources because what they do, they hire people.
They do. And they hire good ones.
Really good.
And if they're not good, they hire other ones for you.
Well, what they'll do, by the way, at Glow Resources, they have a 96% approval rate. 96% of the time, they hire someone for your business.
They nailed it. They nailed it.
In the very, very unlikely event that it doesn't work out, they'll give you a prorated refund or find another employee absolutely free.
And put that other employee in jail.
No. But how about this?
Make them run the container.
They're looking for a bilingual field engineer right now in Baton Rouge that speaks both Korean and English. Glow Resources.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. Now the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
River Parish Contractors, they are hiring. And if you are looking for work, or maybe you don't know you should be looking for work, but when you hear what I'm about to say, you're going to be looking for work. At River Parish Contractors, they have immediate openings in their fab shop. Pipe welders, pipe tackers, pipe cutters. You need to call Big Jake. All right, I'm going to give you Big Jake's phone number in just a second. Call Big Jake. Here's what you got to know. A lot of places, they got work, but they don't want you to work overtime. At River Parish Contractors, you can work as much overtime as you want. By the way, you want to work 5/10s? Perfect. You want to work night shift when it's cooler? Great. Work night shift. You want to work during the days? Great. At River Parish Contractors, they're an hour from everywhere. You'll be home with your family every night, and you can get as much overtime as you want. 318-547-1000. 318-547-1000. Call Big Jake.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by Alpha Customs.
I'd kind of like to get started on Kick Rocks before we do Kick Rocks, if I could.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Roger Goodell said that he's open to a Super Bowl in Cleveland.
What?
Cleveland!
So Cleveland is about to break ground on a new $2.4 billion domed stadium in Brook Park. basically, in the NFL today, if you build a new stadium, you're effectively guaranteed a Super Bowl. They had a Super Bowl outdoors in New York. They've had Super Bowls in Detroit and in Minneapolis and Indianapolis and a whole bunch of crappy places where nobody wants to go to play a Super Bowl. And there's no worse place that I can think of than Cleveland.
Cleveland's the anus of America. It's the booty.
You been to Cleveland?
I've been to Cleveland.
You play baseball at Cleveland?
I played baseball in Cleveland.
What'd you think about going to Cleveland?
Very similar to Detroit. Had a Detroit feel, not as many people. Yeah, it was a bad place.
Sucks.
The weather was horrible.
Sucks.
Yeah, I didn't like it a whole lot. Would people go just because it's the Super Bowl though? Like, I mean, is that a thing? Like they'd fill it. I mean, they'd fill up the stadium for sure. They'd sell it out.
The average temperature in Cleveland in February is 36 degrees. They call Cleveland the mistake by the lake. Cleveland's a hole. Let me rephrase that. They need to dig a hole and let Cleveland fall in the hole.
Yeah, it's not a good place.
It's a giant, crappy town.
Mm-hmm.
The river caught on fire.
The river.
Do we have any of these Cleveland drops? Give me a Cleveland drops. I mean, we got 1 billion of them. Yeah, we do.
Here's the place where there used to be industry. This train is carrying jobs out of Cleveland.
It's so bad they made the hastily made Cleveland tourism video that went super viral. They ended up making like 4 of them. That's what that's from. Cleveland has an awful lake, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, crappy weather, and one time they hated LeBron, and then he went back there, and then they loved him because they're all hypocrites, and now he left again because it's Cleveland. Because it's Cleveland. Because it's
Cleveland leads the nation in drifters.
Never mind. Kick rocks. Let's do kick rocks.
It's time to kick rocks with Ryan Theriot.
Kick rocks.
Presented by Ruckus. Kick rocks with shoes from Ruckus. Jones Creek Road in Baton Rouge, or go to ruckus103.com.
Tom Brady can kick rocks. That's a standing kick rocks, but this one's
a perpetual kick rock.
Kick rocks.
Did you prepare?
Yeah. Okay, you can kick rocks for being a middle midget.
Kick rocks.
Costing your team 4 points.
They can kick a whole bag of rocks for that.
Get on down the road and kick rocks.
It's been a while since we talked about Ruckus.
No, it hasn't.
It's been a
we
week.
didn't last Friday because
It's been 2 weeks since we talked about Ruckus.
You decided not to come to Zurich. But you should come down there with me one time for the show.
Houston went.
Why didn't he come say hi? What day did he go? Friday?
No.
Oh, okay.
Houston went Saturday. Bought me a polo.
Tilly went on Sunday.
Those shoes are nice.
You like those?
Yeah. Ruckus specials?
Yeah, of course.
I see what you do with the socks, too. Those are good-looking shoes, man. Go to Ruckus. Buy
Love that.
shoes. They're awesome.
Little snakeskin print.
Yeah.
Little gray piece.
Is that a mauve color?
Mm-hmm.
Big mauve guy.
Dunks. Swoosh is mauve. Snakeskin is gray. Dark gray.
Bottom mauve.
Yep.
Let's see here, fellas. Don's Car Wash in Lake Charles can kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
I think every love bug from Baton Rouge all the way to Lake Charles hit my Suburban on the way to Lake Charles Tuesday.
Love bugs can definitely kick rocks.
I stopped into Don's. Had to get my thing cleaned up because I can't drive around the Chuck with a nasty.
No, that whip's got to be clean. So does the nene.
Went through the car wash. Actually, first, I hit it with the brush.
Yeah.
Which was fine.
Yeah, loosen it up a little bit.
Loosen it up.
Yep.
Hit it with the brush. Went through the car wash. Car wash was fine. Brush was fine. However, I'm on to Don. As I was vacuuming my vehicle out after the wash, there was 5 million love bugs on my windshield and inside my vehicle. Don is the one breeding all the love bugs in the state of Louisiana. And it makes sense because that's how he makes all his money.
Yeah, he wants your car to be dirty, so you have to come back to Don's. I think it's pretty brilliant.
I think Don has a love bug colony at his place, and every love bug is coming from Lake Charles, is what I think's happening. You can kick rocks, Don. It's messed up.
Kick rock.
We see you, Don. We're on to you.
Mother Nature can kick rocks. Yeah, I said it.
Kick rock.
I don't care how awesome she is. The low is going to be 41 tomorrow.
That's stupid.
And it's in May.
Am I going to have to wear a jacket at Jazz Fest
Yes,
tomorrow?
you are going to have to wear a jacket.
Jesus, kidding me?
Grow up. That's brutal. Not good.
Ugh.
Do you have a couple hugs?
High is 73 tomorrow.
Yeah, high is 73. Got doubleheader at the box.
Man, I guess I got to wear a jacket.
You need to wear a jacket.
Oh, you know what happened last year at Jazz Fest? Or 2 years ago?
When it rained?
Somebody left a jacket. It was like a raincoat just on the gate, the fence, the barricade. And so I just took it. It fit me. It's a nice, it's just solid black. Took it home, washed it. I got it. Maybe I'll wear it and just put it back. I'll return it to its natural habitat.
You can bring that to the same spot that you found
Yeah, I will. I'll wear it. And then when we're leaving, I'll just leave it right there on the barricade. I'll pay it forward. I'll let someone else take it this year.
Full circle, dude.
Love it. In the circle of life.
That is awesome. Good for you, man. Just helping folks. I have 2 hugs.
Okay.
First hug is going to be my guy did it again, Glenn Leday. Shout out. Shout out.
The guy that didn't fix our pothole.
He did it again. LADOTD did it again. The largest infrastructure project ever in the state of Louisiana. We have a bridge being built. The Calcasieu Westlake. It's happening. Shout out Governor Landry and Glenn for making this work. DOTD, you guys, I tell you, you just keep hitting home runs. I see what you're doing on the interstate. Shout out. Huge hug. And then next,
you're really trying to get in good with Glenn after you outed him wrongly.
And then next,
after you wrongly outed Glenn.
The next hug,
Glenn's just out here doing the Lord's work. And you took aim at him a month ago. And
I was wrong.
You blamed him for the Lavo Lane project.
I did.
Wrongly.
And it wasn't him.
Now you're trying to get in.
And it wasn't
to
him.
apologize to Glenn.
Poor Glenn. What it's done is it's opened my eyes to all the wonderful things that his office is doing for our state.
Who's Glenn?
Glenn Leday, Secretary of LADOTD.
You think I know who that is?
He's the guy. He's making it happen.
That a boy, Glenn. So Glenn makes all the roads in the state?
Well, he's fixing them all. The guy before him didn't do it.
Who was the guy before him?
It doesn't matter. We're not going to throw people on.
You don't know who it was, or you just don't want to say?
I don't want. It doesn't matter.
Well, I'm gonna find out.
But Glenn's doing great.
I got the internet. I can look at.
He's the man.
Let's see.
Shout out.
Preceded Glenn Leday in Louisiana. Joe Donahue preceded Glenn Leday as Secretary of Louisiana Department of Transportation.
He's a wonderful guy. I'm sure he's a wonderful guy.
Excuse me. Governor Landry announced in June 2025 Donahue would be moved from secretary position to become the agency's executive counsel.
He's doing great.
With Leday taking over as secretary.
And Glenn's doing great. I mean, the other guy? Joe's doing great. He's doing awesome at his job. But Glenn, Lord of mercy, just keep making it happen, baby. You see what's going on the interstate with the college drive exit, all that
By
stuff?
the way, Glenn with 2 ends.
Yeah, you don't see that often. It's big. That says a lot about your character.
When you have 2 ends?
When you double up on the end at the end.
Way to go, Glenn's parents.
Yep.
Way to go, Mr. and Mrs. Leday. Lots of character.
Harris Construction Roofing was voted Best of Baton Rouge Roofing Contractor.
Yeah, heard about that.
Oh, man, I just listen. This is a shameless plug. Obviously, Matt, you're part of the team, but really the folks in the office are the ones that make it happen at Parrish. I got to give everyone in that office a hug. I'm not going to say any names because I will forget somebody, but I'm not going to do that.
I think you should say everybody's name.
But Best of Baton Rouge, Parrish Construction and Roofing. And it's been raining too, by the way. If you got a leak or you think you got some action up there, you need to call Parrish because they're the best in Baton Rouge. They were voted that by you.
They or we?
We were voted that.
Yep, we were.
Because we're the best. Probably in the world. If there was a world's best roofing contractor, Parrish would probably win that as well.
Mm-hmm. So you're hugging the people in the office, not the people that voted? I think we should hug the people that voted.
Well,
because that's a public vote.
I'm gonna hug everybody. They're all getting hugs. Because listen, it wouldn't happen without the folks in the office. Couldn't
what about
happen.
all our crews that actually go do the work?
Couldn't happen without the crews. It couldn't happen without the voters. And you, the consumer, that have trusted us with your most valuable possession in your home. Shout out, man. I'm getting emotional. All right, that's it. That's all I got.
After further review, brought to you by the Williamson Eye Center. You want to be like Pawpaw Cricket and squint and then have to carry readers around because you can't read anymore, then don't go to the Williamson Eye Center. If you want to be like me and see without contacts or glasses, you should go to the Williamson Eye Center. So who do you think's doing better? Pawpaw Cricket, squinting and carrying his readers around everywhere, or Scone, waking up in the morning and just being able to see with perfect vision?
Oh, Eagle Eye Scone. That's what they used to call him back in the day.
They used to call me, well, they didn't call me anything really, but I used to be blind. Not anymore.
Now it's Eagle Eye Scone.
You're the first person that's ever called me Eagle Eye Scone.
Do you like it?
Not really.
Oh, Eagle Eye.
Old Eagle Eye.
Yeah, he'll get you every time.
Thanks to Dr. Blake Williamson at the Williamson Eye Center. Call 924-2020 to book that consultation. Don't be like Pawpaw Cricket over here. Be like Eagle Eye Scone. What do you want to be? Do you want to be a cricket or an eagle? I mean, one is really cool. One's an eagle. And one is a cricket. Just annoying people. Rubbing its legs together. Go.
So annoying. But they catch fish.
And eagles catch, like...
Fish, too.
And everything else.
And probably crickets.
And humans. An eagle could swoop down and pick up you.
Oh, yeah. Eagles are the best. Eagle Eye Scone.
If you love eagles, call Dr. Blake Williamson at 924-2020. WilliamsonEye.com. All right, it's after further review. It looks like LSU basketball may actually be about to add another player to the roster. That's good.
I thought they were just going to have one this year.
We'll talk about it next. It's AFR.
AFR.
Buying or selling, commercial or residential. Think real estate, think Darren James. Then I love telling you about Darren James because there's two different ways that are validating here. Number one, Wall Street Journal's Real Trends list of the top 1% of realtors in America. Darren James, number 13 on the list. That is objective data. Line up every realtor in America based on the number of homes sold. Darren James, number 13 in the country. That's how often he gets to a closing table. He gets deals done. But then there's also, as we were just talking about, the best of Baton Rouge. And Darren James and Associates, brokered by LPT Realty, voted the best real estate team in the best of Baton Rouge, the Silver Award status. Best real estate team here in 2026, helping families win in real estate every step of the way. If you need to sell your home, you need Darren James. Agent225.com, agent225.com.
Think real estate, think Darren James.
Lockmeyer to Sean Fagan and Associates has won for our clients over $175 million over the decades, but our greatest success is our clients who have chosen and trusted us to help them. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call. You've got nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan. If you get injured, you could be staring at medical bills, repair costs, and lost income. Life can be turned upside down. At Lockmeyer to Sean Fagan and Associates, we'll work to turn your world right side up. Hire us, and like thousands of our clients, you'll be glad you did.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience, or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Every Raising Cane's chicken finger is marinated, battered by hand, and cooked to order to perfection. We don't have heat lamps, because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by Alpha Customs.
Remember, no LSU baseball game tonight. Game 1 of the series postponed. They'll play a doubleheader on Saturday with game 1 at 1 o'clock. In hour number 3, we will talk a little bit deeper about the series. As far as the pitching matchups, you think this benefits William Schmidt, who's going to throw game 1? He would have thrown a day earlier. Obviously, he's been going on Saturday, so game 1 he would have thrown tonight, moved up a day. Now he gets to go on his regular rest.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It benefits him. Anytime those guys can stay on their regular schedule, because remember, like, you know, they have a day after pitching schedule, 2 days after, 3 days after, certain bullpens that they do. I mean, they're, you know, all that, they're creatures of habit, and they do the same things every time. So anytime you can keep them on that consistent schedule from a rest and pitching standpoint, you want to do it.
What about playing a doubleheader?
Man, it's awesome when you're doing good. It sucks when you're doing bad.
Yeah.
As far as who that benefits, you know, I always say it's the home team, because you're spending all day at the ballpark. You know, I mean, you're there for 10 hours, 12 hours. So the home team that has their clubhouse that they're used to and certain amenities, you know, it's always a benefit for the doubleheader for the home team. So,
all right, Tigers and Gamecocks tomorrow, doubleheader Saturday out at Alec Box Stadium. There's a little LSU basketball news. A lot of people have asked. Of course, the Tigers currently only have one player committed for next year's roster. But it looks like that's about to change. Last Saturday, it was at the LSU Max Gala in Tiger State, or in football ops, and Will Wade wasn't there, and I was asking some people where he was, and they said he was in Turkey recruiting. He was in Istanbul.
Yeah, good spot.
So apparently he's doing a lot of international recruiting, and so now this news is is popping up from some international basketball accounts on Twitter. Salu Niang is expected to commit to LSU on an NIL deal worth approximately $7 million. Republica is apparently an international site that's reporting this. Virtus Bologna, the team he plays for in Italy, is set to receive a $500,000 buyout. So he was a draft and stash guy from Cleveland. So Cleveland drafted him in 2020. The Cavs drafted him in 2025. He's out of Senegal. So he's the 58th overall pick. They drafted him, stashed him on an international roster, but now apparently he's going to come play collegiately at LSU. I candidly do not know if that $7 million number is accurate. I'm just reading what's being reported. He's a 6'6" forward, averaged 9 points and 5 boards for the professional team in Italy here this season. So, I again, don't know if that number, the $7 million number, is accurate, but here you're talking about a dude that was an NBA draft pick, a draft and stash guy. He's playing professionally, so he's an older player, and now apparently he's going to come, according to these reports, LSU hasn't reported it, but apparently he's going to come play collegiately for Will Wade at a pretty heavy price tag. Does that move the needle for you?
I mean, I want the best players in the world to come play here, but I don't know about $7 million on one player. Have they floated around a total number on what they would spend? What are like the top teams spend?
I mean, so no one's ever going to say anything on the record.
Okay. Fair.
You hear numbers of places like Kentucky and Arkansas spending over $20 million for their roster. So, north of 20 is what the best basketball programs are investing in their roster. LSU this past year spent just below $9 million on their roster, just under $9 million, which is kind of what the majority of the SEC was. You had those top-tier teams, Arkansas, Kentucky, the much more than that. You had the giant clump of the SEC in that $7 to $9 million range. And you got some bottom feeders who just aren't going to invest in basketball. So that was a really disappointing part about this basketball season is they did make a financial investment in that roster for Matt McMahon. They still went 3-15 in the conference. So $7 million on one player.
I mean, if you're going to spend 20, then I think you could make it work. I mean, like if you're telling me we're in that 18 to 22, $24 million range, then look, you can only play 5 guys at a time. So you start doing some math there. Yeah, like this could be a thing if they're going to spend that much. Now, if they're going to spend 10, if they're going to spend 15 and half of that money that you're spending is going on one player who could turn his ankle at any moment, I think that's a bad investment.
What's effectively what happened this year with LSU. DJ Thomas was your crown jewel of your class. He played in 3 conference games for you. He was injured and basically you lost him for the season, the guy that you had the most invested in, your best portal addition. The other thing that's worth mentioning is, Alan Graves, who was the freshman of the year in the WCC this year at Santa Clara, a Louisiana kid, went to Santa Clara, made the shot against Kentucky in the NCAA tournament. It looked like it was going to be the buzzer beater game winner. Then Kentucky came back with their miracle shot, the back-to-back shots. But Alan Graves, it's reported, is down to Duke, LSU, and the NBA draft. So he'll go through the whole draft process, see where he's projected. You see some mock drafts that have him as a mid to late first-round pick. So he could go pro. The reported deal from Duke on the table is $4 million. I've been told LSU will match whatever Duke offers him. So you're starting to look at Will Wade. And by the way, one of the conversations, a few conversations I had last week at the NIL Gala was that, like, someone I trust told me that Will Wade is, I said this earlier in the week, is crushing it in the portal. And I know there's this sort of apprehension from people because you only see the one player right now that's committed publicly. But apparently they're doing really well quietly.
Yeah.
Even though players aren't. And maybe some of that is watching the draft and all that stuff, but they feel it was expressed to me with a great deal of confidence where they are in the portal with this roster for next basketball season. But if this is accurate, and I, again, do not know if it is, if they're going to commit $7 million here to Yang, that's a massive financial commitment. And I believe with the excitement surrounding Will Wade, you can make that happen for a year, right, to have that wave of emotion in year one. The real question I have is that sustainable? Like, can you do it again next year and the following and the following? Big part of that is if you win.
Yeah.
If you win, it's easier to go raise money. But I also look, and I know everyone keeps wondering about Jay Johnson and basketball and baseball. It's, there's not an infinite number of resources. Do you want to be committing $7 million to one player for basketball? Is that going to make you better? Sure. Is that a worthwhile investment? That's, I think, for everybody to determine independently. But LSU apparently via, I don't know if that money would come from boosters, from the NIL LSU Max program, a combination, rev share, all of it. But that's a heavy financial commitment for one player.
Can you take a stab at where you think the roster spend is going to be?
The reports initially were 12 to 15, but I have no idea if that's accurate.
Yeah.
And if you're going to spend 7 reportedly on one player,
4 on Graves,
and you're willing to go to 4 or more for Graves, that's 11 on 2 players.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah.
And that's,
you go get a couple Lambda Kais to fill in, and
you may have to.
Yeah.
You got any eligibility there, Pistol?
Yeah. Well, listen.
Run the point night.
Yeah. They were, the whole gym was screaming Pistol. I mean, I was high-fiving people as I went down. I mean, in the away gym at Capitol. I'll never forget it. It was great.
All right, it's after further review. Let's knock out our final break of hour number 2. Friday shows are brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. We'll wrap up the hour with Ask Ryan next. Get your questions in. Email us, tweet us, or text us 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Ask Ryan next.
AFR.
AFR is brought to you by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Visit yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com. Tell you every single day, if you want to feel your best, Goodwood can help. And you might say, Matt, I hear you talk about Goodwood, I don't have ED. I'm fired up for you. That's great. And I hope you never do. But if you do, they can help. But it's so much more than just that. Listen, there's a lot of men listening right now or watching who are currently on HRT. Maybe you're with another clinic or an online service or something like that. I really want to encourage you to consider switching to Goodwood. Because remember, they have the lowest prices and never any contract. So whether you're on Cypionate and Anthate, whatever testosterone you're on, they have the lowest prices, never any contracts. There's no membership fees to be able to get your medicine. And when you do your semi-annual blood work, like every 6 months, they pick up the cost. yourgoodwood.com.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
It's not easy to be a champion.
It's built from every swing, pitch, and game all season long. In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for our state's world-class athletes. Because it takes a champion to care for champions.
I trust the lake to keep me at my best.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinela.com and tell them Matt sent you.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by Alpha Customs.
Oh, shout out. I think the band was called Groovy, the one that played the NIL Gala last week. They played this.
They played this song?
Yeah, and I was like the only one standing in the front dancing because he played Get It Ready, so naturally it became like 8 minutes of cardio for me. So I ran into the front, and then he went right into this, and he held out the mic, and I was the only one that yelled, Marrero.
Did anybody else know it?
No. And so then he goes, well, my group, me and Eric and Keith and Denane. I don't think Erica did, but I did. And so then he went straight from that into, he's like, well, if you know that one, you going to know this one. And I go, oh, he's going to play Pump the Party. And it went, wah! Pump the Pump. I was like, oh, man, he didn't even know what he was getting into. That was our wedding party dance. When Eric and I got married, our wedding party came in to Pump the Party. Yeah.
I think that was played at my wedding, too.
Of course it was. Why wouldn't it be?
I mean, that was a heck of a song.
Still is.
PNC, baby.
All right, it's After Further Review. We're going to talk a little LSU baseball with Terry here in about a dozen minutes after the top of the hour. But let's get to your questions for Terry. You can email us, tweet us, text us, 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Get your questions in. Craig asked Ryan, this is so heartbreaking for our baseball team. Realistically, do you think we can salvage anything this season, or should we be looking forward to next season? Heartbreaking. Won 2 of the last 3 national championships, and our guys heartbroken.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's...
it ain't that bad, babe.
Could be worse.
Let's not be dramatic.
Yeah, it sucks. But
It
it's
sucks.
part of it. Yeah,
It's
it
not.
sucks.
It's not heartbreaking.
I think you look forward to all the young guys playing.
Stick said, your guy Glenn, what's his name? Glenn
Leday.
Glenn Leday.
Yeah.
Glenn's mom taught me geometry and trig, advanced math at Assumption.
There we go.
His dad was the principal, high character family.
You see what I'm saying? And he's it's gonna look like the Autobot. I-10's gonna look like the Autobot soon. He's gonna have that thing perfect. I cannot wait.
Jason Broussard said the boat, by the way, did used to leave back in the 90s.
Did it really? Wow.
I don't know if I believe him. The casino boat.
Yeah, I don't know.
That thing was definitely affixed. It was on a platform.
Well, by the time you and I were on it, it wasn't going anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
Ray asked Ryan if someone has visiting one MLB park on their bucket list,
Okay.
which would you recommend?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Probably Fenway or Wrigley. If the old Yankee Stadium was still a thing, I would say that one would be first, but it's not. Fenway or Wrigley.
Get your questions in. Remember, check out Parish Restoration, parishrestoration.com. Kill mold, remove odor. Other harmful pathogens come in, spray that patented non-toxic dry fog. Really wet day today. South Louisiana.
Moldy day.
It's the mold capital of the world.
It is.
Because it's wet and it's humid. It's a breeding ground for mold. Parishrestoration.com, parishrestoration.com. Have mold, think you might. Parishrestoration.com. Fill out the form on the homepage, give you a quote. It's efficient, it's effective, it's cost effective, it's Parish Restoration, parishrestoration.com. Eric asked Ryan, are you going to Jazz Fest?
I'm not going to Jazz Fest.
I am. Gonna go see the Eagles tomorrow.
It'd be fun.
Saw Eagles about 20 years ago with my pops on their farewell tour. 20 years ago on their farewell tour
They're
in
back.
New Orleans. They actually took an intermission. They were old then and needed a break.
Is the
20 years ago.
Yeah, is the Deke going to go down with you this time? Or
No. Deke's heading to Greece in a few days. Going on like a trip with the church.
Good for him. I like that.
Mark said, yeah, the boat used to go into the middle of the Mississippi. So just wander off and then just come right back. It would just float out into the middle of the river and then just come on back.
Is that real?
I guess. It's two people have said it. Wow. Old Catfish Town. Hour 3 next.
AFR.
We're brought to you by First South Farm Credit. You thinking of buying land?
Yeah, always thinking about buying land.
I know you are. First South Farm Credit can help. FirstSouthLand.com. FirstSouthLand.com. Your first call should be to First South Farm Credit. And I tell you every year around this time about the patronage refund. Remember, at First South Farm Credit, their patronage refund, this is something they have issued to their borrowers every year for more than 3 decades now. Well, combined this year, $23.2 million back to their borrowers in the patronage refund this year from First South Farm Credit. FirstSouthLand.com, FirstSouthLand.com. If you're thinking of buying land, your first call should be to First South Farm Credit. Buying land is not like buying a home. You need to deal with a lender who helps people buy land every day, and they've been doing that for more than a century. FirstSouthLand.com.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Center.
I'm Ed Bank, and we start with the NBA and 3 teams trying to stay alive while 3 others are looking to advance tonight. First, the Pistons and the Magic. Orlando's up in the series 3-2. Magic coach Jamal Mosley says he knows his team needs to take care of business at home since they have an opportunity tonight to close out the series.
With a sense of taking care of home, with the way that we know how we play at home in front of our fans, with that energy and that excitement in that building. But we've got to make sure we're doing the smart version of it.
Also tonight, the Cavaliers and the Raptors in Toronto. Cleveland up 3-2. And it'll be the Lakers and Rockets later tonight. LA still leading that series 3-2. Also 3 games on the Stanley Cup playoff schedule. Also 3-2 series. Coming up in about an hour on ESPN2, the Lightning and Canadiens. Montreal looking to close that series out. 7:30 Eastern on ESPN. The Sabres and the Bruins with Buffalo up 3-2. And that'll be followed on ESPN by the Golden Knights and Mammoth. Vegas up in that series 3-2. In baseball, the Brewers have placed pitcher Brandon Woodruff on the 15-day injured list. Orioles closer Ryan Helsley also placed on the 15-day IL with tight elbow inflammation.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs. From quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options. Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's ride!
You can't handle the
Riot Radio Hour.
Let's do that again. Guess who's back?
I want some more.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Well, let's start the insanity. Giddy up.
With Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot. Presented by the Spine Center of Louisiana.
Hour 3, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by John Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
Love you, Matt.
Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
You so. Hey! And Theriot. We're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there. Make it a good one. 5 o'clock quitting time. Glad you're driving home with us. Yeah, bro.
Yo, bro.
No baseball game tonight. Rain in the area. They postponed it. Doubleheader on Saturday out at the box with LSU and South Carolina. Tigers got a sweep, man. It's that simple. The magic number typically in the SEC is 13. You get to 13 wins. You make the tournament. That's not a total fail proof, but generally speaking, that's what you got to get to. Tigers are at 6 wins right now. They need 7 of their last 9. You're at home against a bad team. You got to sweep this weekend, which I think is nearly impossible for this team because this isn't a very good team. You're down 2 members of your weekend rotation. Hopefully they can get it done, but it's unlikely. But the Tigers are going to lean on freshmen. And Jay Johnson on Thursday talked about these freshmen, 4 of them in particular, that have really seen their playing time increase and are becoming key cogs in the wheel presently and for the future.
We're in a spot right now where those guys are going to get it. You know, I'm proud. I told them after the game on Tuesday, I'm proud of the way they're playing. And I think the mindset more than anything else is that's the wild card with players nowadays. Anybody can look at a data sheet on a pitcher and see that the stuff is electric or elite, but you still don't know the human being, you know, behind that. I'm very confident in the human beings of those 4 freshman position players. And I see enough baseball to where they can be winning type players and more than that, you know, so it's a good start.
The guy that's undeniable at this point, we've been talking about probably for 2 months, is Omar Cerna. And that was a guy that became very apparent early. We talked about it on the show. You know, we got it recorded. It was at a point where some of the transfers were struggling. I said, look, Cerna's got to be in the lineup every day. The upside potential with that guy is so massive. He has to be in the lineup, and he has been. At this point, Cerna started 32 games. He's hitting .310. He's got 6 home runs on the season. He's slugging .508. He's been awesome, and it's a giant piece to build around. We've talked plenty about him. We've also talked a lot about Braun. And Mason Braun is also now hitting over 300, 303 on the season. He's made 25 starts. be it outfield, first base, wherever his future might be. Those are two guys that are just undeniably going to be cornerstone pieces. The other two, though, are interesting. This is one we get your thoughts on, because for Patrick and Ruckert, they're different players, obviously, but guys that are the type of player that Jay has said that he wants to make sure that he retains and builds around, because you let guys like Mikey Ryan and Ryan Costello walk last year. They're both having outstanding seasons elsewhere this year. So let's talk about each of those guys. And if we would, let's start with Jack Ruckert, because I know you can disclose what you want, but I know Jack's a guy that you've known for a long time.
Yeah, man. Look, I've had the pleasure of coaching Jack and training him for a long time. And the thing that sticks out the most for me this year with his play, isn't necessarily like batting average or all that stuff that you would look at numbers-wise. It's the intangibles. And truthfully, what makes me most proud, it's going first to third on a single, or, tagging up on a borderline ball in the outfield that he can get to third base. It's true winning baseball. Not hanging your head after an error, putting your nose back in it, and still playing hard. And those are things that, look, I know we joke about it, but Brad Bass and Catholic High did an amazing job. And the truth is, and shout out to Traction and the folks over there. I mean, the kid had some awesome mentors and coaches, and he is out there making all of them proud. It's winning baseball. And Jack is doing that. The skills will pop because he's super talented, but right now, I mean, you've got to have a guy like that on the field that is just a scrappy, do everything right type player. And he's going to grow and get better for sure.
What does the skill set project positionally? Like, is he a left side of the infield guy, or is he your second baseman?
I think he can do all of it. I think for me, Jack is a utility guy at the next level that could find his way, depending on how the bat matures, into an everyday role somewhere. But he's I think first baseman's middle infield glove, third base glove, outfield. I mean, I think he could play everywhere. I mean, I really do, which is so valuable nowadays on the professional side with the rosters the way they are. You have to have a guy that can do that. He's most comfortable on the left side of the infield. Learning second base was hard for him. It is hard for him. The footwork is opposite. So you see a bad throw or you see a ground ball and you're like, oh my gosh, how did he miss that? Well, it's literally opposite of what he's used to doing, And so it's hard when you've done it on the other side of the field with the footwork or with the throw your whole life, and now you have to do it on the other side. It's hard. I had to make that transition. And so he's getting some very valuable reps right now at second base, but I would feel personally more comfortable with him playing on the left side of the infield than where he is right now.
Could he play short or third?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, I think he can play short at this level. You remember, I mean, that's what I did. I went from short to second my freshman year at LSU, and then Josh Dalton graduated, then moved over to shortstop after that. And then kind of same thing in the big leagues. And I had to, kind of what Jack's going through, I had to do the same thing. I had to learn how to play second base. And truthfully, the hardest part of that, which I think he's done a great job with, is turning the double play. The ground ball is the ground ball. Footwork, like I said, was opposite. But turning a double play from second base as opposed to from shortstop, man, it is a totally different thing. And he's done great.
Why?
He's done great with that. Well, your momentum's taking you. You have to redirect your momentum at second base. You have to catch the ball and redirect your body weight and your momentum toward first. Where at shortstop, the throw generally takes you kind of in that direction, and you're going straight to first base. So it's a totally different throw. At second, you're kind of throwing across your body. And then there's a couple different ways you can do it. And look, full disclosure, we spent a ton of time working on it, and he's done a good job.
This year?
With that. Yeah, this fall.
When? Oh, in the fall.
Summer and fall. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Working at second base?
Yeah.
So the anticipation was that, well, because obviously Milam was there at short. So the thought wasn't third, it was second?
It was second. That's what I was told to do. So that's kind of, it was second. I don't think third was ever really discussed a whole lot. I don't believe. At least it doesn't seem that way.
I want to ask you about William Patrick as well. Let me remind you about Our Lady of the Lake. Remember, success takes a team, and not just on the field. At FMOL Health, that team has more than 10,000 strong, delivering care across Louisiana and Mississippi as one connected, mission-driven health system. As a $5 billion health system with nationally recognized quality and not one but two exceptional workplace awards from Gallup, FMOL Health has built something people trust and continues to grow to meet the needs of the communities they serve. And when LSU needed a partner to care for its student athletes, LSU chose Our Lady of the Lake as its championship health partner. It tells you everything that you need to know, because that same level of care isn't just for athletes, it's for you, your family, and communities across the region. So it's bigger than sports. It's about having a health system that you can count on. FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake, and LSU. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU. I want to talk about William Patrick, but let me go back to Rucker just offensively for one thing, and we'll break and we'll talk about William Patrick. What do you? So Jack's hitting 265 right now. I think it's impressive. He's only got 6 strikeouts, 34 at bats, so he's kept that strikeout number down as well. And quite honestly, Muse could probably validate this too, but it's like Jack Rucker feels like a guy that's hit the ball hard a lot this year.
Yeah.
Hasn't had a lot to show for it at times.
He had a couple cheap ones too, though. I was picking on him the other day. I mean, look, the game, it's always going to balance itself out. I mean, you make a great point. As long as you're giving those good at-bats like that and good, having good contact, it will all equal itself out. Offensively, you know, and this comes with being comfortable and not looking over your shoulder and knowing that you're going to play every day and all those things. But offensively, having the freedom kind of to swing early in a count and the confidence that, like, you're not going to get benched if you don't get any hits that day helps tremendously. You know, and what he's doing right now presently, and which is good. I mean, he's working the at-bats, and that's what we're communicating. Like, I don't care if you don't get a hit. Just give me an awesome at-bat. Like, just don't make it easy on the pitcher. And he's not doing that. He's not making it easy, even if he does make out. But having the green light 0-0 or the confidence 0-0 to attack a heater or a get-me-over breaking ball that pitcher throws, and I think you see those numbers go up a little bit.
Look, it has already, right? I mean, he's up to 265. Okay, let's do this. We'll knock out a quick break. Friday show is brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Come back. We'll talk about William Patrick, the other really impressive freshman who I know you're really high on. You gave me an interesting comp on him. We'll hit that when we come back. Friday shows, Hour 3 with Theriot, brought to you by the Spine Center of Louisiana. You can learn more at spinela.com. At Spine Center, we have your back. If you dream of a life free from back pain, the team at Spine Center here to help. You can request an appointment. 5 locations across the area. Spinela.com. Spinela.com. Don't be scared of back surgery. Some of this stuff is with a scope. You're talking about like pinhole size incisions. Incredible what they're able to do. Dr. McCarthy, Dr. Herod, incredible surgeons. Learn more, spinela.com, spinela.com. The sponsor of Hour 3 of the Riot Radio Hour here on Fridays on AFR. I got a quick break, y'all. We'll come back. We'll continue the baseball chat with Theriot. We'll get a little bit of a thumbnail on William Patrick, the other freshman who, man, see an impressive-looking talent. We'll get to that next on AFR.
After further review.
Man, it's 58 degrees right now.
Yeah, it stinks.
It's 58 degrees on May the 1st. We have temperatures that are going to be in the 40s. That sucks.
It's stupid.
It's so stupid. I'm ready to go swim in my pool. I'm tired of this stupid weather. I'm ready to swim. I know that day's going to come soon enough. If you've dreamed of having your own show place pool in your backyard, maybe something smaller, maybe a cocktail pool, a little plunge pool, anything in between. Resort-style pool, custom to the nines. Duplessis Pools can make it happen for you. And remember, Derek Duplessis, engineer by trade, they do not cut corners. They do not rush the process. They build you a beautiful pool that will last. You want to learn more? DuplessisBuilders.net. DuplessisBuilders.net.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
It's not easy to be a champion.
It's built from every swing, pitch, and game all season long. In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for our state's world-class athletes. Because it takes a champion to care for champions.
I trust the lake to keep me at my best.
From championship athletes to every...
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by the Spine Center of Louisiana.
I need this at Jazz Fest tomorrow. Look and see if there's any NOLA bounce.
They probably will. There's like filler music. Do they do that? Like in between acts?
There's tents all over the place. It's not like you never been to Jazz Fest, have you?
Somebody's gonna be playing this song.
You ever been to Jazz Fest?
Never have.
You've never been. Why don't you come tomorrow?
I can't have a full day tomorrow. Is it going on Sunday?
Yeah,
I might go Sunday.
It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for 2 weekends.
Oh.
So this is the second weekend. It ends on Sunday.
Is Lil Wayne going again? Is he going this year?
So I always look at the Jazz Fest lineup, and we always pick a day. So me, brother-in-law, we pop down. Some of his Jesuit boys, we always get together and we go and we do a day, right?
Yeah.
So last year we did Pearl Jam. Year before that, I believe, was Foo Fighters. Before that we did Chili Peppers. 1 year we did Steve Miller. So every year we go pick a big act and we'll go make a day of it. So candidly, like, this year, I'm not super fired. Now, I love Eagles. They're an all-time favorite band of mine. My dad was a big Eagles fan. Some of the first songs I learned playing guitar were Eagles because my dad had the How to Play Guitar Eagles book.
Your nickname is
Eagle Eye Scone.
Eagle Eye Scone.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
But sometimes, they have big name acts, but just not always people that I'm super fired up. So like Eagles, Stevie Nicks, these are the big name acts this year. Rod Stewart, Kings of Leon, Lainey Wilson, Teddy Swims, Lord, John Baptiste, Tyler Childers, Black Keys, T-Pain, Nas, Widespread Panic, Earth, Wind, and Fire. You know what I mean? So like, I just no one I'm super duper fired up to see this year. Eagles are certainly the big headlining name. But
when's Stevie Nicks?
I think she played already.
Played?
Yeah. So anyway, it's like I love Eagles, like I said, I saw them 20 years ago on their farewell tour when they were in their 60s. And Glenn Fry's passed. His son plays with the band now. And, I mean, it's still going to be Joe Walsh and, Don Henley. But they're 80 years old, man. It's like, but anyway, it'll be a great day. The weather's supposed to be really nice tomorrow. It's going to be cooler, but it's supposed to be sunny. And, it's a day to get out, go have a day with the boys and be cool. So
That'd be nice.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Anyway, so we spent the last segment talking a little bit about the freshmen, and we kind of went deep dive into Jack Ruckert. The other freshman who is sort of new to the everyday lineup since Jake Brown's injury is William Patrick. And I know you're really high on him. So when you look at William Patrick, what do you see?
I mean, it's true five tool potential. The kid looks like he was built in a lab. I mean, he's a big, strong, fast, athletic, can play all over the field type guy. Played infield in high school. We see him right now in the outfield. It's reminds me a lot of like a more athletic version of Ethan Fry. Maybe a bigger version of Mikey Matuk. The speed's there. I mean, that's putting a lot on his shoulders. Mikey, is a heck of a player, and Ethan as well, but very similar skill sets. I think what we're seeing right now with Patrick is he's kind of learning how to hit at this level. And then next year we are going to see the power come, and that's generally how you want it to develop. You don't want to see the power first, and then the kid hitting 190 with a couple homers. You want him to learn how to hit and be successful and comfortable in the plate, and then the power comes. But I mean, of all those kids, he's the one that I would love to coach personally. I just think he's got the highest ceiling. I think I wouldn't be shocked to see him playing in an all-star game in the big leagues one day.
Where do you think positionally he settles? He's listed. They got him listed at 6'2", 209. God, I thought he was taller than 6'2".
He feels taller than
right?
that.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
And it's not like it's not like he just feels that way because everyone else is small. They got a big. This team is a lot of big dudes on it. But they got him. They have him listed at 6'2", so I'll buy that.
Yeah. I haven't seen him catch a ground ball, so I can't say that he's not going to play infield. I know that he played infield in high school and was pretty good, but you throw that guy in center field and let him run, that's a good looking player out there. So right now I would say he lands in the outfield, and we just see the bat continue to develop and the power to come. I'm telling you, man, like, from a coaching standpoint, those are the type of players that you get excited about giving them some information and then seeing how they take it, because it's almost like driving a Ferrari or driving a Camry. The race car driver wants to get in the fast car and give it all that gas, and it can perform. And he's that high-end sports car that just has a ton of potential.
It's so strange to be here on May the 1st, and we're talking about potential in freshmen and next year and projectability instead of like the 9 conference games remaining and what that's going to mean for seeding and regional host or national seed and path to Omaha. Because for all intents and purposes, that does feel it's certainly not impossible, but it feels improbable at this point with 9 league games to go, and then you got the midweek Tuesday against Tulane. So you got 10 games to go in the season, and you got to go at minimum. You got to go 7-2 in these league games if you want to get into the postseason. And even with that, you're probably still going to need a couple of wins in Hoover to really feel good about it, just considering the hole that you've dug yourself. But it is an opportunity that's sort of a rare one-off for LSU to look to the future. And that situation has really only arisen because some due to injury, right? I mean, Jake Brown's injury is massively unfortunate.
Yeah.
The benefit of that, I'm using the air quotes benefit, is you do get, to get William Patrick 15, 20 starts this year and let him run around and see what that looks like. And so next year when you go into the season, he's not starting for the first time. He's already been on the road in front of 15,000 people in Starkville. He's felt what that feels like, right?
Look, what I hate about the transfer portal is schools like LSU have the ability to go out and get the best players from all over the country to come to their school. They can do that. There's a few that can do that every year, and it's a different group of guys every year. And you just don't know how they're going to gel and come together. You know, in football, you don't have nearly the amount of games as you do in baseball, and so the season is much longer. So that culture and that gelling as a team is so important. What this has really done for me is I look back at a lot of the championship teams that we've had in the past, and there's always a core group of 3, 4, 5, 6 guys that have been there for a while. They came in together in the same recruiting class, and they stayed. Now, I'm not saying they were the superstars or the best players on the team, but that was like the core locker room stability identity of that ball club, or those championship ball clubs was that core group of guys. And what this has done for me is it's identified a core of Braun, Cerna, Jack, and William Patrick. You know, you throw in a few of the arms that have gotten some run as well.
You throw Aaron Beatty in there as always a sophomore. But,
well, Aaron, you can. And Schmidt. You can throw Aaron Beatty and Schmidt in there, but it's the ones in general. But there's a couple of freshman pitchers that have gotten a lot of innings this year because of that, and because of the situation that the team's in. Now you've got a core group of 7 or 8 guys that are going to be familiar with all the travel, all the ups and downs. Like now Jay can go and he can pluck the best fit to be a supporting cast. They don't have to be the main characters, you know, or vice versa. Maybe these guys don't have to be the main characters. They can be the supporting cast, but at least you have some familiarity of guys that have been there before, and those are the ones that win in Omaha. I mean, we've said this a million times here. Like, that's the hardest tournament to win. I mean, you have to be firing on all cylinders. You have to be super disciplined. You're there for a long time, and, you know, without an identity or a core group of guys, man, it's next to impossible. I don't want to go to Omaha and lose. I'd rather not go. Let's get prepared for a team that can go there and win, that has the bullpen, that has the starters, that has the core group of guys to go win the thing, you know, and this is the beginnings of that. I mean, you know, you're cooking the gumbo, man. It's not going to taste great right now. I get it. But when it's done, it's going to be awesome.
I kind of want to go even if they lose.
I mean, as a player, you don't.
I'd rather be in Omaha.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd
look.
rather see the Tigers in Omaha, man. You're not going to win it every time you go, and it sucks and stings really badly when you lose. I'd rather be there. I'd rather be playing meaningful games in Nebraska in June.
If you can win them.
Yeah, I'd still rather go.
Yeah, well.
We're brought to you by South Point Volkswagen, southpointvw.com. Weekends here. Time when a lot of people go test drive those vehicles. You can do that at South Point Volkswagen, Louisiana's largest volume Volkswagen dealer. Is South Point Volkswagen. You know where they are. Airline just north of Highland, and online at southpointvw.com. So shop them online. Search by make, model, body style, price. Narrow it down with all the features that you might want. Color, if you want like the SEL, whatever it may be. Narrow it down. Search. If it's on the lot, it's online right there at southpointvw.com. Southpointvw.com. At the top of the homepage, you'll see the new or the used tab. So if you're searching new vehicle or their certified pre-owned, you see the entire inventory right there with photos of the actual vehicle on the lot, not just stock photos, like actual photos of the vehicle at South Point Volkswagen. So shop them online, go test drive one this weekend at South Point Volkswagen, southpointvw.com, South Point Volkswagen. What's your direction? All right, y'all, it is After Further Review. Friday show is brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Do you want to get a final thought on LSU, South Carolina? Also, the spring football is over for LSU, but a lot of national reaction to Lane Kiffin coming out of spring. We'll touch on some of that. We'll get to Ask Ryan in 15 minutes as we send you into your weekend. So get your questions in for Theriot. Email us, tweet us, text us, 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. You can always text the station line as well. 499-1045. All right, we'll continue here on AFR.
After further review.
We're brought to you by Clegg's Nursery with 4 locations in the greater Baton Rouge area. You know where they are. Siegen near Airline, LA-16 in Denham, Mid-City on Don Moore, Garden Center on Greenwell Springs. Saw on Clegg's Facebook earlier this week. They had a big promotion for Dippledinas.
It's a beautiful plant.
It's flower. Yeah. Erica loves her some Dippledinas.
So what's the promo? I mean, do I need to go pop some?
Well, here you go. Here it is, Dippledinas. Dramatic flowers add a tropical flair to patios or around the pool.
Look at that.
They have red, pink, Maui sunset.
Yeah, I love that color.
Or white.
That's a beautiful. That's gorgeous.
We load them up at the Scone household. Tropical flower, it lasts. That's the other thing. It's so hot outside, but they last. They're great.
Hardy.
It's Clegg's Nursery.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. We are honored and humbled to receive from our clients in Google. Based on 5-star client reviews, the designation of our law firm is highly recommended. Whether you hire us at all, please give us a call, 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. Injuries happen when you least expect them to, making your life more complicated. At Locke Meredith Sean Fagan and Associates, we know this and we strive to help each of our clients during these times. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by the Spine Center of Louisiana.
Yeah, listen, I'm firmly convinced that this is a pass or fail season. Either you make it to the college football playoff or it's an unsuccessful year. So there's a lot of pressure that goes along with that, particularly with the schedule you face. But at the same time, I mean, how about the emotions that he has elicited? The fact that you've got everybody opening up their wallets to help, with the coaching pool, with NIL stuff, and maybe most importantly, they're kind of embracing this being the villain. Look, they go out and get Will Wade and their basketball coach again. Like, this is a fan base, I think, that feels like they have an identity all of a sudden behind Lane Kiffin.
That was Chris Doering on the SEC Network saying effectively this is a pass. It's coming out of spring, a pass or fail season for Lane Kiffin. Make the playoff or it's binary, not digital.
It's black or white, bro.
It's black or white.
Black
you make
or white.
This is pass or fail. Make the playoff or don't.
She's either pregnant or she's not.
Correct.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. Look at you.
It's digital.
No, it's not digital. No, it's not. No. You were right there, too.
Almost.
You should have just stopped. You were there.
On the pregnancy.
Yeah. You can't be half pregnant.
That's on me, bro.
You're pregnant or you're not.
Yep.
I actually agree with Doring. I know the schedule's tough. It's always tough in the SEC. But money changes every conversation, right? An investment changes every conversation. If you go buy a used vehicle with 120,000 miles and you picked it up off some guy in a parking lot that had a for sale sign in it, and, it takes forever to crank, you can't be pissed if you take that thing on a road trip and it breaks down in 500 miles.
Can't. Yeah.
You bought a piece of crap.
Yeah, you did that to yourself.
If you go buy a brand new vehicle, $70,000, bells and whistles, you're fresh off the lot, you expect a reliable vehicle.
Yeah.
It's the investment. It's the money you spent. If LSU had gone out and hired a first-time head coach that was a coordinator and brought him in and recognized they were inheriting a situation where you're losing 60 players on your roster. You say, look, it's going to take time. This is going to be a rebuild, and you have that extra. Look at the Saints. What the Saints did with Kellen Moore. You missed the playoffs 5 straight seasons. You're turning over quarterback. There should have been no expectation on the Saints a year ago.
Right.
Now you've won a little bit. You put some more capital in. You feel like you found your quarterback. There's going to be more expectation. I look at that with Kiffin. They spent $90 million on the coach. No one's told him no. They got 90 dudes on the staff, men and women on the staff.
Yeah.
You went and spent $40+ million on a roster. I agree with Doring. It's pass or fail. If you don't make the play, I'm not saying you get into the playoff a lot. It depends on the draw and all the stuff that you can't control. There's variables you can't control. And you honestly don't control getting in the playoff. I mean, a committee has to put you in, which is stupid. But what you can do is go 10-2, and if you're 10-2 against the schedule, you're in. And so I do agree with them. I think it's pass or fail. If they're not in the playoff this year with all the investment, it is a fail. You go 9-3 and you're outside looking in, it's a fail.
This is definitely not a rebuild.
No.
This is in the climate that we're in today. And even looking at some of the guys that he's brought in, I mean, I 1,000,000% agree. I mean, the question I have is what if it is a 9-3? I mean, do you still see the same momentum? Do you still see the same excitement?
Yeah.
Do you still see the same investment? I mean, okay, what if it's a success? And what if you do all the things that you're hoping and praying you can do? I want to see the next level. I would love to see Lane Kiffin staff and team win the Natty. I would love to see what happens next. Like how much bigger can you go? Because I've seen it without the success and without the championships. I mean, is it a Nick Saban type rinse and repeat thing? That's what excites me most.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Does he keep the foot on the gas pedal? I mean, Nick Saban would take.
You got to win first.
Nick Saban would take 2 weeks off and go to his lake house.
I don't think he would take anything off.
That's what I think too. I mean, I think it would be one of those holy crap, this is awesome.
But I think the other side of it really is, depending on the result of this season, what is the investment? If LSU spent over $40 million on this roster, can you do it again next year?
Spend over $40 million?
Yeah.
And 20 in basketball?
Some would argue for football, you have to, because there is no question. Football has to be great because football has to pay for everything else. So you have to invest in the thing that drives, that steers the ship. Like, football floats the entire athletic department. So you have to invest and you have to be great. But to what degree? Like, that's where I'm going to be fascinated to see. Because, look, this was a heavy lift to get the people on board to invest the way they did to build this roster. I mean, they were not going into this thinking this was going to be a $40+ million roster. They went in thinking it was probably going to be half that, right? And you turn around and you look at this now, and you land Levitt, and Seton jumps in the portal late, and you land him as well, and that's a 7-figure get. I mean, all the things you did. Prince Wilumon-Mielen was a late addition. I'm just telling you, man, like, they were not thinking that was going to be the path. But everyone bought into Lane's vision, and so they kept giving what they needed to make it happen. My question is, can you do that again next year? Or will you need to? Because hopefully you don't have to go into the portal for 40 guys next year. Hopefully next year it's focused more on retention of the roster you brought in this year. So while we're not talking about, for example, on the offensive line, William Satterwhite, who came in from Tennessee as a center, and Darren Stray, who came in from Kentucky as very likely as a right tackle. You know, those guys are backups this year, but you brought them in as young depth pieces, hoping they learn, and then next year they're ready to step in and start. Mm-hmm. Can you retain those guys? I think that's going to be a big part of the conversation next year.
It's going to be fascinating to see. I don't know where the money comes from, but
I don't know. You got some money you want to give them?
Not like that. I mean, man, that's. It's like what you same thing goes with basketball, and you even made the comment on baseball. I mean, it's just a lot, man. Like my brain always goes to, like, okay, so before NIL, number one, where was the money going, or who was getting it that was generated, and what did that look like, and then did these guys just that are donating and that are contributing, they just come out of the woodworks and start writing new checks, or were they always writing the checks, and then where was that going? And you know, I always try to rewind the clock a little bit and figure all that out, because I mean it's substantial. I mean, it really, really. You know, you said it floats athletics. Football floats the university.
Yeah, it does.
You know, I mean,
it's why they're making the investment.
100%. I mean, and to a certain degree, not floats, but kind of floats Baton Rouge. I mean, you know, it's an economic driver, and so, you know, the people that poo-poo it, I think, are very short-sighted. This is a business deal, and LSU is smart and making a lot of right moves. I mean, they really are.
They know that, and I've had this conversation with university administrators to know, they look at athletics as the doorstep to the university, and if you think from the state level, right? So think, you know, governor, university president, Dr. Roos, whoever, like on down. If you want to have the best people in the state, you educate them and you get them to stay. Well, you need to get the best people to apply to come to the university. Well, how do you raise awareness to get those people to apply to your university to come? Well, athletics is the biggest brand awareness that you can have. So if you reverse engineer it, it's look at what happened in Alabama. They were great at football for a decade and a half under Nick Saban. And you go look at Tuscaloosa 15 years ago and look at Tuscaloosa today. They're different places. The university, the town, everything, economics, all of it. Because they built this behemoth in football, and it just fed everything within that university, academically, the community, all of it in that ecosystem. It's unbelievable, and that's what they're trying to do here. Yep. All right, tap for further review. Friday shows are brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. It is the Riot Radio Hour presented by Spine Center, SpineLA.com, SpineLA.com. If you live in back pain, you don't have to. They have so many different ways. Minimally invasive surgeries. They have injections that could certainly help. Schedule a consultation with Dr. Herod or Dr. McCarthy at the Spine Center. SpineLA.com, SpineLA.com. You do not have to live in pain. Put back pain behind you. Put back pain behind you. Put back pain behind you. SpineLA.com.
See what you did.
See what I did? Yeah. Well, they did. It's their line. But I just said it. All right, we'll knock out our final break of the show. Come back with Ask Ryan next. Email us, tweet us, text your questions. 225-396-4400, 396-4400. Ask Ryan next.
AFR.
All right, we're into May, which means soon we'll be able to tell you about the Gordon's grads winners, but the entry for that is over. So we move on to a new month, new time of year, but one thing is constant with Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. If you've been injured in an accident and it's not your fault, do what injured people in our state have done for 3 decades. Get Gordon and get it done. A lot of different ways you can do that. You can go to the website, getgordon.com, getgordon.com, or you can always call 888-8888, 888-8888 for Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Offices all over the state of Louisiana, and Gordon and his team deliver for their clients. I love being able to share a lot of these great success stories. Brian Colomb had a $1.4 million award after a big truck wreck in Lafayette. Richie Zimmerman, I graduated with a Catholic. Premises liability. Get Gordon and get it done.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Ever wonder why cane sauce doesn't come in a pre-sealed packet? It's because it's made fresh inside every Raising Cane's every single day. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit louisianapropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by the Spine Center of Louisiana.
Down the stretch we come. Final segment here on a Friday edition of AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Get your questions in for Ask Ryan. It's how we wrap up the show. So email us, tweet us, or text us. You can text 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. A big shout out as well. Dreams Come True Radiothon that we've held across all our stations. ended up raising more than $20,000 for Dreams Come True Louisiana. So thanks to everybody who donated. Thanks to our great sponsors who participated as well. It was awesome. So a fantastic opportunity to help kids that are facing terminal or life-threatening illnesses and bring some joy to those families. Miss Becky does an awesome job, and we're thrilled to partner with Dreams Come True every year. So thanks to everybody who participated. Yep. All right, let's get to the little Ask Ryan. Get your questions in. Email us, tweet us, text us, 225-396-4400, 396-4400. Christian Myers, Ask Ryan. Thoughts on J.J. Wiederholt? Kid looks like the next big thing.
Yeah, he's having an unbelievable start to his career over in St. Louis. Team's didn't expect him to be doing as good as they are, but they are, and he's doing great.
Matt French said, hey, Blues Traveler is playing at the Thibodeau Fireman's Fair tomorrow night. That's more your style.
I like Blues Traveler.
I like Blues Traveler a lot, too.
I do. I like Blues Traveler. Yeah.
John Popper, the lead singer of Blues Traveler.
Okay, I didn't know
Used
that.
to be a big fat guy, lost a bunch of weight. Doesn't even look like the same guy anymore.
I hate that. Just embrace it. Go with it.
No, I think I'd rather him lose weight and be healthy and live longer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Let's do that, as a matter of fact. Joshua said, hey, a used car, 120,000 miles on it, costs $1,100 a month these days. Is that real? We're talking about, expectation.
Oh.
Remember, we're talking about, money changes every conversation. I was like, if you buy old jalopy and it breaks down on you, you can't be pissed. You buy something new and it breaks down on you, you should have an expectation it's going to get you where you want to go.
That's true.
Whatever, Joshua. Just fill in your own details. You don't understand the point I'm making here, Joshua Abshire. Probably a really nice guy, though. I'm sure he's great. Sean asked Ryan, what is the worst behind chewing Skip or Smoke gave you? Smoke wasn't back when you were here, right? Smoke was at ULM.
Yeah.
Smoke didn't coach you.
No. Skip got me pretty good.
I guess Smoke had the 1 year in 01.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything.
He was like the special assistant where he just sort of came back and just watched because Skip was retiring, and so he was taking over the next year.
Skip got me a couple times. Not too bad.
Theriot's trying to kill me.
Yeah. Skip. Yeah. No, he yelled at me one time really, really bad in New Orleans, but then he told me he loved me after that. Yeah. So we're good.
Richard asked Ryan, how difficult is it for a college pitcher to go in relief knowing one mess up and he's pulled in 4 or 5 pitches, something Jay is famous for?
Yeah, but I do think that that's all been discussed beforehand. Yeah. It's
situational relief.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Yeah,
it's predetermined.
He's not just pulling them. Whether they got the guy out or not, they were still coming out of the game.
If you're a lefty, one. Oh, all right. If you're a lefty and you're going in to face the lefty, and you walk him or you hit him, and then they pull you, well, you were going in to face the lefty.
You were coming out anyway.
It was a situational relief. It's amazing how people don't understand that sometimes. Whatever. Brought to you by Supper Club. Get to more of your questions. SupperClubBTR.com. 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 Hey, 2 things real quick.
Okay.
I did text with Chef Layton earlier today.
Okay.
Been telling you about the Kobe beef. They have a little bit of it left. So if you're looking to go have a night tonight, tomorrow, get by Supper Club. Try that Kobe beef. It'll be gone by this weekend. Authentic Japanese Kobe beef. Can you take that down just a little bit? It's very rare. I think since they've been open at Supper Club, they've gotten it twice. So about a week and a half ago, he got the 2 slabs of it in, and there's a little bit left. So it's going to be gone by this weekend if you want to try to go. And then Mother's Day. They do still have some limited seating available for Mother's Day. They're open 11 to 3 for lunch on Mother's Day.
Oh, nice.
So, So they're not open on Sundays, but they are going to open for lunch on Mother's Day from 11 to 3. Limited seating. Get your reservation. Call up to Supper Club or go to SupperClubBTR.com. 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 Ask Ryan, favorite Tom Cruise movie?
huge Tom Cruise guy.
Ask Ryan, where'd you get your jeans? What are those, Levi's? What you got?
Tacovas.
Tacovas? I didn't know they made jeans. So they're just boot people.
Tacovas. That's it.
Ask Ryan, is Kevin Schnall a curse? I'm not going to read curse. Stop texting me curse. I can't read that. Is Kevin Schnall a bad guy?
Who? I don't know.
That's the Coastal Carolina coach who got ejected last year. Remember the championship?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that guy? I don't know what he did this time.
I don't know. I don't know the guy.
Excited about the Kentucky Derby tomorrow. You know what I'm wearing? I'm wearing some seersucker from Haspel down at Jazz Fest. I'm dressing for the Derby at Jazz Fest. Shout out Haspel. You're stupid. You're
not watching the Derby.
AFR.
It's not easy to be a champion.
It's built from every swing, pitch, and game all season long. In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for our state's world-class athletes. Because it takes a champion to care for champions.
I trust the lake to keep me at my best.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinela.com and tell them Matt sent you.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.